Hey guys, what's going on? It's Monday, which means it's time to fly. Yay!
Where's your hat?
It's up there. It's I don't know. It was hot. It was hot. I might put it
I
on. We'll
want to
see what
dip your
happens.
bald head in oil.
That's weird. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Welcome to day 33. Day 33. Yeah, right? Day 33. I think that's where we're at. Definitely didn't do the checklist, but what's going on, Vaughn? Yeah, so we are doing some flying. What's up, Pearly? Guys, we're going to be doing some flying today. A few things happened while we were away. Zas Pilot, what's going on? Thanks for jumping into the chat there. Yeah, let me go through some of the things that happened while we were gone. Matt Rog, right at the end of last stream, Matt Rog came in with the follow. I think it was Saturday. Came in with a follow. So Matt Rog, thank you so much. Kilborn came in with the follow. I actually know that guy. What's going on, Kev? Good evening to you. Perpetual Omega. Did I click on that? I didn't. Perpetual Omega came in with the follow. Hey, can you guys hear that sound, by the way? I don't know if that's coming through to you or if I just hear that. Either way, it'll be a good notification for me when we get... Oh, you can hear it. Cool. Surrounded by Stigma also came in with the follow. It's like a... It's an airplane. Doc's Gearhead Gaming in with the follow, and then right while we were loading in here, Flux Trot also coming in with the follow. So guys, to everyone who followed, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. And I think Kev just came in with a bit of a host there. I don't know if that's going to pop up or not, but either way, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say than that. Carbon, do you want to... Hey, Zas Pilot, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew.
Are you just
Carbon,
going to ignore the olive oil request from Pigpen there?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I know you saw it.
If I give 10 subs, will you lather your head in olive oil? I will not. Not
Oh, I
worth
forgot.
it.
Or you haven't seen Seinfeld. You wouldn't get my reference.
I'm assuming it has to do with George somehow.
Yes.
Kev, I'm definitely not going to do it, but you don't have to give 20 subs. But when do we get emojis, guys? I submitted emojis today. 2 of them. We were working on a couple more. What I didn't know was that it has to go through like a Twitch approval process to make sure that they're not inappropriate per se. But they're in there. They'll go through approval. Hopefully we'll have them by Thursday. I don't know how long it'll take. Pigpen, Pigpen, there's not enough in the world. Not enough in the world. Zas Pilot, if you're on the Discord, it's literally just called Bush League Legends. So it's it's a silver symbol, chrome looking symbol. But yeah, all right, Carbon, we've delayed enough. What are we doing today?
Making up some more ground. So the story is that there's not a lot of places to get 100 low lead out here. So what we have to do is kind of divvy up what we had left over for fuel. I just ran some, kind of fantasy numbers, and we've got about 70% tanks for everyone. So if you're set your fuel to 70%, no aux. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to head, I think, kind of southeast to a couple stops along the way. And both of those stops do not have fuel. And then what we're going to do is fly along a kind of a hilly range for, I don't know, it's like 50 or 60 miles to a place called Dag Dag. Dag Dag only has jet fuel, so we've done a special order for a truck of 100 low lead, and and then we'll continue on southwest from there to land at a gold mine called Sadiola Gold Mine, and that will be where we stay overnight. And then Thursday we'll continue heading out towards the water again, because there's going to be a better supply of fuel out that way. So yeah, the weather should be good. The winds are light today. It's going to be hot. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Nice and clear as it always is out here.
Is that right? 31 degrees, 9 a.m. Oof.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go a high of 34 or something like that.
That's
Here
that
today.
desert heat.
Hot. Yeah. Cool. For sure. But yeah, that's about it. The only bird.
Yeah, awesome. My stream just took a pretty big stutter, and I was like, "Oh no, what's happening?" And then I realized it was the only bird loading in.
You'll
Look
do
at
it.
that! Look at that A320 livery, though, eh, guys? Not too shabby. Not
Very
too
nice.
Shabby.
Oh, nice.
That's actually the first time I've seen it in sim. I've only seen the photos of it.
That's
Looks
awesome.
really good.
Oh, there you go. Brandon W77. We are. Where are we right now? GQNL. Could someone hit the route there? Route and flight plan. I also saw.
Oh, did I spell
Oh, why are those not working?
Flight plan.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, the route run one isn't coming up.
Oh, you know what?
Or the routing.
You know
Is
what?
that what it
I know why it's not. It's for Saturday. I disabled it
Okay, cool.
and have not turned it back on. So I'll turn that back on. But essentially, you've got the flight plan there, so you can look that up. If you're not in the Discord, jump in the Discord. There's actually a flight plan that you can download and load right into the sim, so that it makes it nice and easy for you. I'm going to turn the cloud command bots thingy back on. Yep. It was the only one that was off there. It should work now. Yeah, other than that, guys, I think we should start flying.
Let's do it. Let's go.
What do you think?
yeah.
Someone did mention that the stream sounded louder. It definitely is. Wow, listen to the Only Bird fire up there. New PC, gonna have a few hiccups, so I'm going to be adjusting audio levels and stuff as we go here. So bear with me as we deal with this. Perfect. And the guy, does the voice chat sound okay? The Discord and everything sounds good, guys? Guess I should get fired up here myself.
Ben Boy, I sent you all the info for where we're at and stuff. If you want to join us.
Perfect. Thanks, Hutch. Let's get the lights on.
Look at all these guys taking off.
All
In a
right, so
somewhat orderly fashion.
hopefully,
Looks good.
hopefully it's not too loud. Let's get some music popping.
Ooh, that red and black livery is nice.
All right, hopefully the music's not too loud. Okay. Let's get the parking brake off. Oh, look at everybody taking off. That's awesome. Perfect.
Sorry, Carmen.
A little one wheel action there.
I just don't know what I'm doing.
You don't want to tip over?
Yeah, I was one wheel, and you asked me to go one wheel.
Sure.
What altitude are we going up to here, Carb? Are we staying low, going high?
The first bit is quite a ways, I think. Let me check what the lag
It's quite a
was.
while, yeah.
Yeah, 98 miles. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys. We can go down low for a bit and just have some fun and then get into cruise.
I'm going to start going up
Right.
now.
Cool.
Just so then I can start messing with the audio and stuff. You know what I mean?
Roger.
Autopilot's on. Perfect.
Everybody, you're going to want to watch your fuel as well. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
shoot.
all you got.
There we go. Oh, you know what I didn't do?
Ready?
Live weather.
Oh. It's gonna be
Live
sunny
weather.
anyway.
Yeah, I know, but still, just in case, you know?
It's 2993 on my meter. What have you guys got?
I got the same.
Yeah.
993, Roger.
Oh yeah, the winds are a little bit stronger here. This will be good once we get a bit of a tailwind. Further along we go.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know. I mean, levels look okay. I think my mic is a little loud. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do today?
No idea.
Shower.
No. I wish I saved that 20 minutes today to do that. I completely missed it earlier. Reaper, thank you so much for coming in with the host. Really appreciate it. No, what I forgot to do was set my noise gate, my compression, and my EQ on my mic. So I'm sorry if this sounds a little not great. I'm gonna leave it. Music goes down. Need music down a notch. Not a problem. Of course, taking audio advice from Kev, I don't know. He never seems to be able to hear me or.
He is a known saboteur.
And now I'm too quiet. Okay, that's all right. We'll figure it out, guys. How does one host? So if you have a Twitch account that you stream from, or even if you don't stream from it, you just have a Twitch account like most people, there's something in the settings where it is would be tough for me to explain because I don't know off the top of my head. It's in the settings somewhere for your channel settings. You can set to auto host, and then you can pick a bunch of people, or you can just choose who you want to host. There's a few different ways to do it. Too far from the mic, maybe another 10-15%. I'm still quiet, eh? So I'm more worried that I'm clipping, so I can bring myself back up. Yeah,
Ben,
Reaper.
boy, we are. Oh, sorry, Ben. We are south of GQNL. If you load in the world map, you should see us.
What are you guys' winds looking up like up there?
I'm up at getting close to 5,000, and I am 11 headwind and 13 cross.
11 and 13. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not much worse.
yeah. Ben Boy Streams, thank you so much for coming in with the follow. That's fantastic. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Ben Boy, you can actually... I just found out Hutch is actually doing live traffic. I have it off, or maybe I turned it on today. I don't remember. Completely up to you. Just as long as you have multiplayer on so that you can see us, you'll be all good. So the nice thing here, guys, is I do have my 2 PC system set up, and that's why I'm adjusting different audio levels and so on, because even like 5 minutes before I went live, I was all of a sudden having issues that were all worked out earlier today. But the great thing is that I seem to, so far, be able to record at stream at a much higher quality.
That's awesome.
And the sim, I bumped some of my graphics up as well. Now the sim never really looked bad, but I'm hoping that I can make it look even just a little bit better here and there, you know?
She's looking good. She's looking real good.
So we'll see. Doesn't. You know what? Maybe I should put the hat on. I forgot about the lights beaming off the forehead. Now, what you guys can't hear, that's going to drive me nuts for the next 3 to 4 hours, is I ordered a ground loop cable to make sure that I was getting audio back into my headset, into my gaming PC, so that I could hear alerts and stuff like that through OBS and hear the voice chat, because I want everything running on the stream PC and just the sim running on the gaming PC. So you guys can't hear it, but I have this awesome buzzing noise just constant in my head. I'm gonna dream about this buzzing noise. I was hoping the ground loop thing would come today, but it's actually not due to come until tomorrow, so. Pigpen, I feel like it's story time. I think I need to know the obsession with olive oil. Man, now these are...
in this world you shouldn't ask questions.
Nope. Well, I don't know if I want any of Chris's co. I don't think I want any of that.
Hey,
We are definitely PG-13. Try to aim for PG more than anything. So the music is too loud in my head. Bringing it down. This is the beauty of Wavelength, being able to control so many different things. It's also the annoying thing with Wavelength is when it doesn't work and you're like, ah, what is wrong? The Furious Panda Boss coming in with the follow. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hopefully enjoying or want to join. But either way, welcome to the Legends Ground crew. So I added that noise to the follow because I found I was missing some here and there, especially when we get into hand flying and I'm not paying attention quite as much. And right then and there, I was looking over at a different screen and I was notified that, whoa, something happened. That was a good choice on my part. Let's just say that I got a lot of whoa. All right. John Buck, where are we? Well, this is going to put this little nav map thing to the test. Let's see if I can get it going. Captain Rob Morgan coming in with the host, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Pigpen, I didn't see it pop up, but also hosting as well. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. Okay, how did I get this set up? I think I got this set up, right? Bueller? Let's make sure a little nav map. Oh god, why is it open twice? Oh, I think that's it. I think it's working. Alright, well, here's the test. Hey, cool. I think it worked.
Yep, that's good.
Right on. So, where are we? We are... 1, we are in Africa. 2, we just took off from GQNL. And actually, I was messing around with a little nav map today, if you guys saw it in the Discord chat, and trying to get it working. I still can't quite get the airport information to pop up. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or I don't have something selected.
If you just hover your mouse over the icon for the airport on the map, does it show... I know if you double-click on it, it should show airport information off to the left. And so
Yeah.
most of the time when you hover, you see like the weather and that sort of stuff.
So when I hover, you guys can't see the drop out.
Oh,
drop down
right.
that comes out.
Gotcha.
So I see altitude and stuff like that, but I'm not getting... How do I turn those flight following off?
Should be a little yellow airplane somewhere.
Yeah,
I think.
I got it.
Yeah.
This, though, like, if I'm looking at the next airport we're going to, like, I can zoom in and I got the airports. I think that's all worked itself out. But I can't... Like, you see it on the left here, right? Like, I'm not getting the airport info. And I'm pretty sure, like, I've got the library downloaded. Unless, you know what, maybe I didn't download... Okay, Kev. Okay. Over the little circle, not the text. Am I pulling from Little Nav Map or my other PC? So I'm pulling from Little Nav Map on my stream PC. The only thing that's happening on my gaming PC is the sim. That's it. Everything else is on the stream PC. The mic, audio, Little Nav Map, everything. So... Kev, when I hover over just the circle, I'm getting the information. You guys can't see it, but I'm getting the information. So now I can see like the longest runway and so on. But I used to be able to double click on it and get the information on the left, no? Just in the middle of nowhere, over the symbol, not the text. So if I zoom out. Yeah, so if I hover over it, I can see it. That's good enough, but you guys can't see it. So I want to be able to open it up and pull the information on the side for anyone who's not using Little Nav Map, you know? Super, you pulling me a little. Finally didn't get auto-modded. Whoa, Pigpen. Dude, Pigpen... You're a monster. Guys, fire something, whatever. I wish we had some of the new emotes. Kapows. I like the kapows. If you got kapows, throw kapows in there. Pigpen, thank you so much. Coming in with the gifted subs. 5 gifted subs. Guys, if you were one of the folks that got a gifted sub from Pigpen, give him a big how do you do. Tickle him in his olive oils.
Are you now, Big Ben?
And just to give him a shout out, Farland Lubber, Jared441, Pilot Guy 335, Large Farva, and Sad Keldon. Guys, you all just got a sub. As soon as the emotes that we just submitted are... Try Alt-4 when they... Okay, let me see. Yeah, when the emotes go... Alt F4, no. Don't want to do that. Yeah, guys, when the emotes go live, when we get them approved, whatever, you sub folks will have at least 2 for now. We're working on the other 3, and then a tier 2 and a tier 3. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to do Alt F4. Noal 5, N Wolfie 5. It's probably N Wolfie 5.
There you go. There you go.
N Wolfie 5, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for dropping into the stream, checking us out, and following along. Really appreciate it. If you have the sim, guys, as I always say, if you got the sim, jump on in. Jump on in. Try Alt 4 for the info screen, not Alt F4. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. What's up, Icy? So, Carbon, when you're in Little Nav Map, do you just double-click on the symbol on the name and you get airport information?
So, let's see here. If I zoom in.
Oh, you know what, guys?
What?
No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna open this. Hang on, sorry. I'm gonna open this back up and see if you guys can help me. So, in the scenery library, I've. Oh, can you not see that either? Shoot.
I can see your little nav map up.
Yeah, but you can't see. You can't see what the drop downs. So in scenery library, right at the top, it says Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and X-Plane. I've got MSFS selected. Now, do I need to Navgraph? Do not use Navgraph database. Now, do I have to go in and load scenery? See, it's different because I'm on a different PC, right? Like, if I click on load scenery, I can't. Do not load scenery library. Okay. I haven't done that, Kev. You can't see it, but there's nothing open.
Under scenery library, it should just have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 listed.
Yeah, and I've got that selected. Yeah.
Yeah.
You copied the folder from the other PC. Yes, I did.
So if you double click on the airport, what shows up for you?
So if I double click on the airport, I just get on the left here. I just get airspaces. Like it's.
Oh, actually, what about those arrows off to the side of the airspaces? You see, there's like a left and right arrow.
Like right here.
Yeah.
So I see airport over here,
Yeah.
but when I open it, nothing comes up.
Not really. It's just empty.
Yeah. If I scan scenery, I see because I'm on a separate PC. Is that what I need to do?
There should be a second list of tabs that appears below that, below the top list, and then it would have like overview, runways, comm, procedures, that sort of stuff listed.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not coming up. I mean, I don't want to turn on. Kev, what classes do you normally have on? You have like C to G, I think it was, right? We're back to the customer report. Copy the folder. Yep. Yep. Oh, Pigpen, I just saw your message. The stream definitely should not be a big gray stream. Oh, Ben Boy, we are 30 minutes away from the next airport. Yeah, so we're... What do I got here? We are 63, at least I'm 63 miles from the airport. Flaps are up.
You guys must be cruising fast.
Grounding like 102, I think.
Oh, yeah.
is
Oh,
all.
I'm grounding just about 101, so a little slower.
My fuel burn's about 6.8 right now.
What's your cylinder head temperature, CHT?
370?
Okay.
Is that bad or good? I have no idea.
Well, I think during normal cruise they say 350 is the target, but 375 in higher power cruise. You guys just lean way back, don't you?
Gotta sip the gas.
I just realized I'm at 25 on the manifold, 2370, and then 11 on the gas. I should probably
Yeah.
pull back a little bit, huh?
Maybe. Is there a lower figure for cylinder head temp? As far as I know, Merlin, the target is 350 for most cruise settings, and then anything they call it a high power cruise, so I'm assuming something like maybe like 75 or 80% power might be up to 375. But again, this is all based on 330 is too low. No, 330. I mean, if you can keep it under 350, I think you're doing fine. Yeah, as long as you're within the, as long as the rest of your stuff like your oil temp and stuff is all good, I think you'd be just fine.
Fuel burn was there, Carbon?
I'm like 8 gallons an hour right now, and I'm at 361 on the temperature.
Huh.
But it wasn't coming down any. That was what I was cruising at 8.5 gallons an hour. I'll leave it out to 7.5 and see what happens. This train keeps rising slightly as I'm flying. I gotta pay attention. End up with a mouthful of dirt.
1,800 feet, so I'm about 100 or so off the ground.
What's up, Tread Metis? Good to see you again. Been a little while. So Lost Juice. So now I've got window capture on, so you should be able to hopefully see this. So I've got Microsoft's Flight Sim selected. I've got I think that's all I need to do. Now, if I go and hover over the airport, the information pops up. So that's great. But now if I double click it, just nothing. I don't want to change that. Yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm struggling. Yeah, so I went over to GQNK. And again, can hover over it, so it looks good.
Oh, we can see your hovers now.
Yeah, I put it on display capture.
Okay. Nice.
Go top off my drink, boys. Be right back.
Yep.
Try right. Yeah, see, even right clicking like doesn't. Just brings up this. Yeah, see, so if I close this and then go to show information, it just pulls up the same stuff, which is fine. But there's nothing in the airport information. This is just procedures, right? If I go to nearest, it shows the nearest airports, then it shows weather. Is this what I want to be seeing? Is this what I'm missing? Those are the only options, right? Like airport, navigate, airspaces, user points, logbooks. Like, what am I missing? Overview tab. Go to window up at the top. Window. Select information. Window. Oh, okay. Information.
I'm gonna go off track a little bit to the right. I want to see what these formations look like over here. 2 miles ahead.
I think that's it. I think whatever that was did it. Because I didn't have runways and frequencies and stuff before. Go up to the window, select information, done. And flight plan. Flight plan. Right click on a tab and enable it. Well, I don't know what that means, but I think...
You think you got it?
well, we're about to find out. Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, there's something really wrong with the way that they've got reciprocal engines modeled. Because if I'm like pulling this far out at this low an altitude on the mixture and getting such a low fuel burn, there's something not right. And the temperature should be climbing up, but I think I went up by 2 degrees. This is not right. Should be cooking right now.
Guys, I think it's working. Thank you. I think I got what I need. Yeah, the search on the right is fine, but yeah, I don't really want to keep that up all the time. But I think it's working. I think we're good. Awesome. 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 All
Doing
right.
back there.
Punch is real quiet.
Real quiet punch tonight.
They're working them too hard.
We're just hanging out, having a good time.
Just staring off out the left window or what?
The right window, actually. I'm liking those little valleys down
Oh man. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are in Africa and it's been putting on a show for us the last couple days in terms of textures, scenery.
You guys want to go land on this plateau to the right?
there. Yep.
It looks nice and flat up there.
Where are you, Carter?
I'm way behind.
He's at the very back.
Like way behind Jared?
Are you behind me? Yeah, I'm pretty far back.
I don't know. I'm showing 46.2 miles.
Yeah, Punch, he's
6.0.
way below you and probably about your 4 or 5 o'clock.
What's your altitude?
Descending through 18.
Oh, there's Carbon over there.
18,000?
No.
I'm at
He's-
6,000. So.
He's a good 5,000 feet below you. 4,000. Off to your right, Jer, if you just kind of look down.
Yeah. Look at the ground. He's right above.
So it looks like Merlin, Kev, and Shep heard your call to land on the plateau over there. There's a lot of trees.
I don't know. It looks to me from a distance anyway that there's some openings there.
There should be.
Although, like, real close.
That's a good way of putting it.
Are you looking at like the first plateau or the second? Further up.
To your left, Jer. A little bit further. Where you should be able to see... Oh, you don't have your name tags on, do you?
I had... No, I don't. I think I got it. I got it. So.
It's funny. Everyone's turning back now to come land on there. Kev says there's a lovely ridge leading up to the top of the plateau. Brandon's turned around. Brandon W., good to see you made it in. That's awesome. Far Land Lubber, I see you down there. I don't know. Hey, there's a YouTube subscription. It's so weird that those just come in randomly. I should go in and set that up. I've been saying it for months. Up slope.
Go for that 320.
Did the only bird turn around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Wide open up
Captain Rob. When you say you're coming, are you jumping in the sim, or are you heading over to the plateau? Oh, he's turned around. I see him down there. You might be a little far away, Rob. They might be on their way before you get there. Oh, Worky turned around as well. Cooling my EGT with a beer. Nice. Oh god, who made this now? Shep? I need to get those white, I need to get colors on these bad boys.
Yeah, for sure. Get it. He sent me some updates tonight.
Oh, nice. Ah, it's Saturday. No rush, no rush. I need to get white lettering on these big old tundras. Hey, and while I got everybody, has anybody tried out any of those replay systems? Because they look pretty awesome if they work. Splasher 6, yes. G, Q, and F.
That's the one.
Ben Boy, I'm 34 miles away, so I'm about 18 minutes away. There's a few folks in front of me that are probably a minute or two ahead, so. Kev, you're trying the FS Playground one? Yeah, that's the one that's already out, right?
It's in beta, I think. Yeah.
Well, there's two. There's the FS Playground, which I believe is out.
Flight control replay?
And then Flight Control, which is the one that's in like a closed beta.
I think you got them swapped. I'm pretty sure the playground is out in beta, and the
Do I have it backwards? Okay.
flight control replay I think is coming out imminently. I think.
Gotcha. Ben Boy, you can see right here, ETA is 18 minutes for me to get to you guys. Everyone else will be a little bit behind. If you want to wait, feel free. If you want, you can also you can just slew over and meet us in the air. Completely up to you.
If you guys haven't done it already, a fuel swap is probably not a bad idea. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
I'm down to like 51% on the left tank already. So
I'm 52, 59.
Where are we getting fuel again?
at Dag Dag.
Oh, Dag
It's,
Dag.
it's
How about-
about 2.5 hours total.
Oh, cool. Okay, this will be pretty close.
It is, yeah.
So we gotta make sure we're zipping.
It
That's why
is,
we
yeah.
put extra water.
There we go. I've brought my fuel burn back a little bit. Who did I see? Splasher 6. Yes, yeah, perfect. So Splasher, you'll actually be spawning in. Ben Boy Streams is going to be there waiting for us as well. So you'll see us coming in. And Splasher and Ben Boy, if you guys haven't gone into the Discord, grab the flight plan. It's the easiest way to get it in the Garmin. You can do it right from the world map. Just hit space, find it where you saved it, and Bob's your uncle. So how hard would it be to mod to have a GoPro on the top of the plane? Pigpen, do you mean like visually to see a GoPro on the plane? Because that would be amazing. Outlaw, you've got all that Bitcoin, pay for that gas in the middle of nowhere in Africa? Perfect.
Well, Dag Dag is one of the few places that had any fuel at all. They have jet that they keep. So I was like, oh, they must deliver jet, so we'll just do a special order 100 low lead. That can't cost very much, right?
Nah, it'll be fine.
For 30 airplanes.
Yeah.
We should have just called ourselves the Billionaires Club.
Yeah, so Pigpen, it would be great to have like a visible GoPro on like any one of these camera angles, like under the wing here, underneath. Oh, that's... Did you see this? Is that... Yeah, you see that, right?
You're inside the cargo pod.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're in drone mode, you'd be able to see it under there.
Right. That's right. I remember Hutch, you brought that up last stream. Hey guys, look, my flaps are up. I don't know if you can see that. Ooh, man, that's pretty. Ooh, it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. Yeah, Gorilla, once we land and take off again, we'll have to double check. Lost Juice, let's just say some things are in the works. Well, Pigpen, never apologize for that, anyway.
Oh. Is that who that was off my wing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so Rob, you can kind of see it underneath. I think you can see my cursor. Yeah. So right here is the cargo pod. Now, Carbon, this is cargo pod / additional fuel, correct?
Yeah. There's a company that actually makes them, and they have a 23-gallon ox tank in front, of the pod, and then it'll hold up to 200 pounds total of cargo/fuel.
Oh my God, there's a balloon knot down there.
A what?
A balloon knot in the scenery.
Did you find an Easter egg?
I don't think it's an Easter egg, and it's... I mean, I shouldn't call it a balloon knot, but...
Oh.
If you get it, you get it.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, right? Like,
Are
that's...
you referring to that as a splinter?
I mean, you can call it whatever you want. Oh, I gotta screenshot that. Nice.
That looks like an impact. Like something hit and then exploded out.
Yeah,
That's wild.
that's cool.
Must have been lost juice.
Does it show up on a little nav map at all if you zoom way in?
No.
Huh.
Interesting. Cool.
Should we land in it? I don't see why not. If it's big enough, it's not going to kill us.
Well, if it's big enough, they should go to a doctor. Why not? Why not? Yeah, only bird. That's what I was thinking as well. Meteor.
Did you just discover something that no one else knows about?
That'd be amazing. They can call that the Campbell balloon knot.
No. No.
Just no. There's no discussion. Just no.
Oh, the maple, no.
Nice.
Hydrate.
Redderoff says it is an impact site. Do you know what the impact was?
Yo mama.
Oh my God. Carbon just took us way back. Wow. Wow. Oh, Big Ben, I just saw it. I'm not going to say it, but that's good. That's funny. Yep, Merlin, he did. You heard it. You heard it. He said it.
No longer friends.
He said it. So, what's everybody doing?
Oh, you know. Oh, I see it down there. That's cool.
The impact spot? Are you going to try and land there?
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
I'm just curious to see if it has any textures or anything. Watch out for any radiation. Wolf pack. Wolfpack, well, I'm super sorry to hear that you've been in the hospital. I hope everything's okay and you're back on your feet with whatever was going on. I've been bald since I was like 25. Well, I started going bald around 25. This evening I kind of just forgot to put a hat on as I was worried about audio and so on. And now I'm just living it. I'm just living my best life. Feel the wind through my hair follicles that aren't existing. I don't know. Either way, hope you're doing all right, man. Obsessed with the Canadian cannabis stocks. Tuna, they go up and they go down.
They get high and they get low.
No, I was just gonna make a high joke. Well played. Well played. Oh man.
Yeah, this area is really weird. Bizarre.
Bum, bum. But I'm dumb. Only Bird, don't start talking about pizza. Come on. Come on now. Oscar195, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you stopping in. Hitting that follow button. If you got the sim, come on in and fly with us. Join us, if you will. You can actually find where we are by grabbing the flight plan in the Discord. But we are just about to land. Well, not just... Yeah, just about. I'm 6 minutes out. 7 minutes out. 6 minutes out. From GQNF.
Let me upload a new plan to the Discord under the journey.
Ooh, good call.
In case anybody's joining us can load in with that new one.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to start the descent. Hey, I'm going to check a little nav map first to see runway info. If I can find my mouse. There it is.
Hydrate.
Here we go, guys. I'll put it up for everybody to see. There we go. So, GQNF. We are runway 25 and 07. Guys killing us with the hydrates.
So much hydrating. All right. So winds favoring 7.
Yeah, I don't know what they are kind of at the ground. Let's see. Actually, there's weather in here, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Pattern altitude is 1,000 feet. So let's go down about 1,000.
You guys are cool. Sorry.
I'm going down to 1,000.
Cool. Oh, it'll be about 14 or round it up to 1,500. This, wow. Little nav map has the strip as being like kind of cut off, but it's a lot longer than. I don't know if when you zoom in on the little nav map there, you'll see that the runway length is way over 5,200 feet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it in the actual picture there.
They must have added that
That's interesting.
on.
Weird. So going in 07, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okie dokie. All right, let's make.
You guys just doing a touch and go, or are you gonna stop? What's your plan?
We can stop and group up.
This is not the refueling place, right?
No.
Yep. A little ways off yet.
There's a few people down there that are waiting for us, so I'm definitely going to stop. So I see Splasher 6 down there. He's down there waiting for us. Yeah, better on 07. Yeah, Pearly, it's saying that the runway is 5,200 feet, but like if you actually zoom in on the nav map as I did there, it looks a lot longer than that. Wolfpack. Reason the runway is longer is so the vehicles that race there can have a braking distance to stop.
Everybody's been saving up their stall points. This is gonna be havoc when we get over like forested area.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of poop lives, though, that's for sure.
Wait for Thursday.
Yeah.
Niner 1.
Roger,
Yeah.
confirmed. Sorry, what was the elevation of the runway here?
417.
Yeah.
So it'd be like rounded up to 1,500 for circuit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these first two legs are pretty long. It's a lot of miles to cover, a couple hundred miles. And then the desert will be done.
Is today the last part of the desert?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We'll be
damn.
getting into I what I'm assuming is forested. It's maybe a combination of forested and I think it's probably more like a Utah sort of situation.
Nice. Wolfpack, that is fantastic to hear that you got your new PC. In terms of which package you should get, it all depends on a couple things. What you want to fly and where you want to fly. If what you want to fly falls into the standard package, save yourself the money. There's a ton of freeware out there. But if it doesn't, I mean, you can't go wrong with just getting everything. I think this sim is going to be around for a very, very long time, so you're more than likely going to get your money's worth. Vaporizer Wizard, what plane is that? It is the xCub. So it is a modified xCub. Carbon Prop has put a ton of work into... Oh, I'm getting close to turn final here. Carbon Prop has put a ton of work into making this thing fly as close to real as possible. So up on our website is all the mods that you need. But one of the fun things, and I'm going to jump into external view here, is on top of all the mods, he's also gone and built some variants. So this is the Tundra cargo version of the xCub. Those are 35-inch tires. It's not on Flight Sim TO. It's at bushleaguelegends.com. It is all freeware, though. It's all free. I should
And
probably...
if you join the Discord, you can get the early beta of the float version as well.
Yes, I was going to say that. So I guess we should maybe mention that as well, eh? So on the Microsoft, the official Microsoft Flight Sim stream, when was that? Friday? Saturday?
I don't remember what day that was.
I don't know what day it was. Either way, guys, the official Microsoft stream SimTom, I believe, was the one flying it, went into the Discord and flew Carbon's Amphib Float Cub on the official Microsoft Flight Simulator Twitch stream. Super cool. He got a shout out for jumping into the stream, talking in the chat. So, pretty cool. Carbon's famous, man. Carbon's famous. I do. You know what? I found it weird that, like, they were probably excited to see it, but I found it weird that they flew like a very alpha version in the sim.
Yeah, it was totally.
You know what I
He
mean?
was a little surprised. I said that it was an early beta version, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And I said there'll be a much more refined one coming out when it's done. So, yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
I didn't
Awesome
want people
work.
thinking it was done.
Yeah. Well,
But it's not.
and that's what I was wondering. Like, why did he? I mean, there's no textures to them. It's like just the plain white that is very clearly not like the final version at all. But either way, it was super cool that, you know, your work got featured on the stream. I think there was over 300 people watching. There was, I don't know, 30, 40 people in there flying with them as well. So it was really cool.
Yeah, it was a little unexpected.
I wasn't. Oh, Punch Dickens just overflying me here,
Oh yeah.
being super silent on the comms the whole time. Oh, you better get moving, Punch. And come. Oh,
Yeah.
Hutch went right underneath me. And then
Get out of the way!
just bounced my landing.
Are we TNG in here?
I think I'm gonna head down
If you
to.
want, I think almost everybody is really close. So
Okay.
I'm probably the furthest one back again.
Cool.
Get on the roll then.
Let's do it.
Anybody that was kind of waiting for us here, if you're ready to go, by all means, hop up in the air. We're gonna head back out. With a World War I plane suit MSFS. Well, I do know that there's a lot of folks that are bringing planes over from other sims and so on. So it all depends on what you want to fly.
Yeah, there was a Tomahawk announced today. An old World War
Nice.
II plane? Yeah.
It's going to be interesting over the next couple of years to see what people develop, because
Oh yeah.
it's interesting because this is a whole new level. You can do the airplane, but then there's also the option of doing like this highly sophisticated sound as well. Because I had a look at the Wise software, and it kind of blows my mind at the amount of detail they put into the environmental sounds, like layering and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
And I think it's going to take developers a little time to kind of get it all figured out. Big learning curve.
Well, I mean, they're continually improving and adjusting the tools that help build this stuff too, right? So
Yeah.
what's happening right now, who knows when it'll be available in the next year. Yo, SJ Fly, watch your language. You got auto-modded.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I just see it in the chat. I don't know. Streamlabs is big mad at SJ Fly.
All right, that's enough rubber off my tires. So by the time we get to this next one, I think to get to our fuel stop would be about 30 minutes after this, so we should be all right.
Well, we got 100 miles to next stop, yeah?
Yeah. Just inside of an hour.
Well, if that's the case, then we need something.
Lean back and take a nap. Wake me up when we get there.
So I'm going to take off.
You're gonna take off.
Yeah, I'm just going to go watch TV or something for a while.
Okay. I have control.
I just got buzzed by Only Bird. There we go, guys. Have some fun. We're on a nice 100-mile stretch here, so I popped the stream avatars up there. I think it should work. Okay, yeah, you guys are starting to pop up now. There we go. There we go. Oscar 195. So I typically just fly the smaller stuff, but I did actually try a CJ4, the working title mod version of the CJ4 last week. And I actually had a blast. I just flew Toronto to Ottawa, which was, I don't know, an hour. Not even. I think it was like 20 minutes. But it was great, and I actually want to do a lot more of it. So, I think Kev's
fighter jet. What?
I was gonna say, I think Kev's in a jet.
So fast.
Yeah, Kev must be in a jet.
Holy. Turbo slew mode.
Yeah, the CJ4 is small, and I think that's why I like it. I'm not quite ready to get into the A320 and the 7.4 and stuff like that just yet, but the CJ4 is a nice kind of like lean into getting into jets. I really love the 208. I'm hoping that someone's going to mod that soon to fly a little better than the default, but you know, he's working on floats.
I love
but
my xCub.
Just terrible.
Yeah. But there's quite a few people that are actually flying the CJ4 in the community, like Icy, who just mentioned there. Merlin's flown it. Jer and Hutch fly it. 270's flown it. We've got a couple custom liveries for it as well. Yeah, SJ, I'm sure the A320 is easy. It's bigger.
That's what she said.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
Oh, somebody's coming up on our left. A name I have not seen before. And they're going fast.
I've seen a few new names actually. Yeah, D-Bent Jr. was a new name. Then there's Moss Tunic Q 527. Oh yeah, D-Bent is going real fast. Moss Tunic Q 5216. That's a new name. Yeah, D-Bent is catching up real quick. This is the one thing, like I don't have these aircraft, so it's just gonna be a bonanza, the fastest bonanza in the world. There's Splasher way up there. Splasher, glad you could join. There's Kev, who apparently is using the Superman mod. Bluto Hawk, that's a new name up there. That's awesome. Farland Lubber, saw you give us the follow this evening as well, so that's great. Brandon W77's over there. Flying with someone. I can't see who it is. I think it's flying tuna. Right on. Cool.
So what's your ground speed?
Let me hop back in the cockpit. 107.
107, okay.
Yeah, I'm at 23 on the manifold, 2340. I've been hovering around 2340, 2350 on the Ripums, and then 9.6 on the fuel. I'm gonna pull that back.
Cool.
Just trying to keep it, you know, 9.5, 2350, and 23. You guys fighting out there? Flying Tuna is rocking the Bowser, the giant Bowser. Oh, Gorilla, are you RoboCop? Nice. Flying Tuna, if you want to attack someone, you put in attack and then space and then the name of who you want to attack. Giggity. I love that the little bubbles come up for the what's actually chatted. Oscar, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Man, how did I miss some of these? Oh, you know what? The Prime doesn't come up. Pearly G, thank you so much for the resub. 4 months in a row. Really appreciate it. Continuing to be the legend that you are. Thank you so much. Vaporizer Wizard. Awesome name. Oof. Thank you so much for the follow. And oh god, what in the heck? D to the A to the V to the E? Dave, that is awesome. Dave, thank you so much for the follow. Vaporizer, you know, I'm gonna call you Wizard because I think that's awesome. But Wizard and Dave, thank you so much for the follows, guys. Welcome to the Legends Ground crew.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, but it's not you, unless it is you, Dave. I don't know. That, like, trying to process that in my brain was very difficult. D to the A to the V to the E.
I don't think anyone noticed. You're fine.
I don't know if that is true. All right, let's do this.
Is Punch having a nap?
He's been very quiet this evening.
He has been.
I guarantee you, Punch is either doing the laundry right now or watching the hockey game.
There's no hockey. Well, there's no Leaf game on tonight.
He also may have gone to the grocery store. He's been known to do that while flying.
Or eating some sort of food that the wife brought him, or going on a 45-minute walk with the dog.
No, he's literally not in the cockpit right now.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's outside of the aircraft, somewhere in Canada, I think.
What's going on with the stream avatars?
Oh! There's been a mass death.
What's up, Arctic? Oh, there we go. I was waiting for the Battle Royal to start. When we do these Battle Royals, we should have an award. I don't know what it would be. Damn.
I am dying in a hurry. Holy cow.
Don't worry, try and find healing. What's up, Arctic Turn? Wolfpack, you remember me taking a break and autopiloting into a mountain. Yes, that is something that actually happened. Yes, it's true. SJ Fly coming in with the victory. The Battle Royal Monster. Arctic Turn, we are Where are we? We're in Africa for sure. That part I know. The question is, where are we exactly?
I think we're still in Mauritania. I forget where the borderline is.
Let's zoom out. Oh yeah, we still are for... Well, I don't know exactly how long, but...
I think the next stop is in Mali, maybe?
It is... Oh man, I can't really... Yeah, I can't really zoom in or out far enough. But yeah, we're 70 nautical miles away from GAYE. I can throw this up.
Wait a second. You can jump and you can, like, control them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you pull out the extension...
Standing there taking the punishment?
Of course.
Yeah, if you pull out the extension, all of your actions, and you can, depending on your character, you can dress them up in different things. Yeah, it's all in there.
Well, hey now.
Oh yeah, lots you can do, guys. Lots you can do. Yeah, anyway, so this is kind of... Oh, you're right, Carbon. Now that I'm looking at the map, it does. We are getting out of desert and more into danger territory.
Yep.
Dead stick danger territory is what I mean. Oh boy. Okay, yeah,
And
that'll be fun.
Saving for days.
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Chug whiskey. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm making it a goal this week. I think I'm going to change over from stall points to the Streamlabs, or at least we're going to test it out. I will do the calculations because I can't really tell who has what. That's the problem. But I'll figure it out.
You could just default everybody
Roger.
to an average or something like that.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Figure out, because the Streamlab points have been counting this whole time. So I can kind of baseline it with myself because I only have used it twice, I believe. Or maybe even just the Bush League Legends. Well, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But I think if I switch it over there, then we can actually, some of these games and stuff, we can actually use rewards as loyalty points, or loyalty points as rewards, and just add them in Streamlabs, which could lead to more people getting dead sticks and stuff like that. I also think it's where we can set up a soundboard, but that would be a lot of work depending on the sounds. How many sounds? I also found a video by one of the YouTubers that kind of helped me figure out how to set up streams and stuff like that. Nutty, N-U-T-T-Y. If you don't follow him on YouTube and you're interested in streaming and all some advanced tactics within OBS, he's amazing. He's a funny guy, a weird guy, but I really enjoy his content. And he's got a video on how users can use channel points to control OBS. So I'm gonna watch it for some inspiration and see what can happen. Because I'm wondering if, like, you use some channel points to flip my camera upside down, or I don't know.
Put oil on your head, or
Well, that's that one might be tough. That needs a willing person to do that. I don't know.
you don't want to go up to the kitchen and have your wife stare at you while you...
Nope, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to explain that to her.
Don't say anything.
Don't look at me. I'm heady ass. Yeah, Icy, he's great. He really is. I enjoy him.
Niner 7 now.
Look
for
at
me.
me. Niner 7, eh? Confirmed.
8-8.
Sames. You're 2988? Really? Are you using Unreal?
Nope.
That's intriguing. Arctic Turn, I missed it. I didn't get a notification, but thank you so much for the host, actually, if you're still in here. Appreciate that. That's awesome.
We're
I don't know
hoping
why-
that Punch comes back from the store eventually.
Yeah, he's just
One of
gone.
these days.
He is gone.
He's just gone. He put it on autopilot and it's like, I got an hour. I'm out. WD-40? It might actually help my joints stop creaking. I'm not sure, but I think I'd probably stick to the olive oil. Let me know when I should call for a dead stick. Icy, hang on to it. We are going to be out of the desert sooner rather than later and to some more challenging areas. Well, Merlin, where I'm at, we can't actually see our friends anyway, so... Bush League Legends got another article made on MSF add-ons. Oh. Cool.
Another? There was one before?
I remember there was one like way back when you first started modding the xCub, I believe.
Oh, look at that. It's right on the front page.
And like the liveries and stuff. What's it
Spruce
say?
up
Like,
your
don't
it
follow
says
these guys. They suck.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Spruce up your xCub with this excellent livery pack by Bush League Legends.
Cool.
And Burn Find is on there.
Nice.
And yeah, we got some screenshots going on.
They say spruce it up and then they put barn find.
Yep.
in the title.
And they got the Africub on there as well, which is really nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool. I digs it.
it's alright.
How any oh my god, there's like 43 new messages and screenshots that I'm missing.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's just Kev talking to Chaos. Pearly and Lost to put up a couple nice shots. Attack Stalver Lord. Oh, Kev's flying the MK4. If you look up, everybody, you should see Kevin in the atmosphere, re-entering the atmosphere.
So he's currently in a low Earth orbit.
Oh, you know what I watched? What was it Saturday? Sunday? Doesn't matter. On YouTube, it just happened to come up in my feed. The I can't remember the guy's name now, but the dude that not base jump, just skydived the Red Bull thing from like 8 years ago, 11 years ago, however long ago. Do you guys remember him?
Oh yeah, when he just
It wasn't David
fell
Blaine.
face
What's up,
first
Jared?
off the...
How are we now?
Oh, hey, Punch. How
Where'd
was
you
the
go,
store?
man?
Just took a little breather.
Where-
Nap.
Where'd
Go
you
get
go,
a-
Jared?
some groceries?
You got to tell us, where did you go?
Get a tea. put in an English muffin crumpet for you UKers.
Felix, yes. Felix, that's his name.
Felix. Oh, I remember that.
The Red Bull skydiving guy.
Yeah.
That thing was... Like, even watching it again, I was just like, why? Why?
He just like stands off on the edge and then just tips forward.
Dude, the view of him, like, stepping out onto the ledge, and it was like an overhead view. You could just basically see his helmet and then down, like the earth. That shot is just one of the greatest in history. It's so good.
Kev's trying to say he's never had a crumpet, I think.
Don't believe it. We are not that stereotypical.
An English muffin and a crumpet.
Uh,
My dad always called them crumpets.
The old man.
Yeah, the old man. Crumpet and peanut butter.
Crumpet.
Sounds like
What's up, Gorilla?
his gang name or something.
Oh, you part of the gang? Yeah, what gang you from? The Crumpets.
The crumpet and peanut butter.
Merlin, I thought the same thing. I watched it live as well, and when he was just kind of like out of control, yeah. Thought he was a goner. Jared, can you Google what the difference between a crumpet and an English muffin? It's all I can think about right now. I need to know.
Don't crumpets have holes in them?
I don't know.
Which would be backed by Kev's heaps of butter dripping through it. Let me pull up the Googs.
Perfect. Oh, Kev's saying yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Google it anyway, just to be sure. That Kev guy,
When
you
I
can
put
never trust him.
between in Google, what do you think the first thing that comes up?
I don't know if I want to answer that.
Difference between jet engine and rocket engine. Grace and mercy.
Whoa, lost
Villa
yours.
and mansion. COVID and cold. ADD and ADHD.
What about
Well,
crumpets?
let's go. Yeah, I was gonna say let's take her back a notch or two and go crumpets and English.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Yep, crumpet batter is a loose batter. English muffins are made from firm dough. Crumpets are cooked only on one side, so the bottom is flat and toasted, while the top is speckled with holes. English muffins are bread-like. Makes sense.
I can definitely say I've never had a crumpet then.
Really? I've only had them a few times in my life.
I've never been to England.
You can get them here.
You cannot. Where?
Here in the Canaders.
You're a liar.
At the grocery store.
No.
That's your job for tomorrow, is to go to all the grocery stores and ask for crumpets.
Super, I want to see you eating a crumpet on stream on Thursday.
Yeah. The stream nights are good nights for me to do my fasting, my intermittent fasting.
It makes it easy.
It's so much easier. I can't get up and just go grab snacks.
You want food, and then you're like, oh well, it's already 11. I might as well go to bed.
That's exactly it.
SJ. Oh, Kev said the M word.
Which one? Moist?
Moist. A moist crumpets. Beautiful.
Dripping with butter.
Dripping with butter.
Nasty.
Look at Homer dance. Get it, Homer. Get it. And now I want a crumpet. Oh, baby. What was it? It was Thursday that I was unbelievably tired at the end of the stream. I could barely talk.
I mean, you literally could not talk.
I was struggling
Full
hard.
sentences.
Yeah, it was difficult. I went upstairs and I could not fall asleep for the life of me. It's like I got past the point of, like, I was so overtired. I was up till 2 in the morning. I fell asleep. Then I had to pee at 3. So I got up and I went pee and I couldn't fall back asleep till like 4. I think I got 3 hours of sleep. It was brutal.
Ugh.
Yeah. Look at all the trees. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
my
okay.
second wind.
I'm not getting this many trees as you. There's so many trees.
500.
Yeah, that's what I thought crumpets looked like. I had that in my brain.
Jerry,
They're
the
more
trees.
The trees, Jerry.
Softer.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, there's yeah. They're kind of spongier. I don't love the sponginess.
No?
I guess you got to toast them up real nice.
How else would they get moist if they don't have a spongy trait to them?
But then there's no crunch to them when you crunch them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Crunch. You crunch it. You know,
Crunch. There's
it's an onomatopoeia.
You're more crunch than moist guy.
Yeah.
Just really
I-
trying to say moist as much as I can right now.
I feel like he's actually more of a crunch guy.
Yeah. Cooper, what's your altitude? You getting this many trees?
Oh man. I was at. I think I got a 500 warning.
Okay. 2,000, like 1,000 indicated? Get nearly the
Well, I'm
trees.
climbing
Make
right now.
Ultra.
You know what? I haven't. I've also done a lot of messing around lately and haven't updated sceneries and all that stuff. So I may have even put the fall scenery back in that I removed. So I've got some work to do, but yeah, I've got lots of
It
trees.
looks good. You have more trees.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Those look like Doritos.
Doritos.
I just picture Jared just like gets into cruise, waits for us to start talking, literally just like leaves, goes to a nice sit-down restaurant, eats,
Get some moist crumpets.
Cronchets.
comes back right as we start to descend for final.
Doesn't watch the stream though at all. Okay, yeah, I've. Okay, I've seen. Maybe I have had crumpets and just didn't realize.
You've had them, man.
Yeah, I feel like I've had those and just didn't know they were crumpets.
They're really. Oh, jeez, spongy. Wow. Chamomile.
They fight
You okay,
back
dude?
at it, or what?
Chamomile. Hitting the back of the throat.
Oh boy. Yeah. Pearly has trees.
I don't think I must not have my settings on high as you guys.
Very possible. So I did up some of my
Put
terrain
your tree game to
stuff.
ultra.
I don't know if I put it to ultra or high. I definitely adjusted my settings though.
Cool. Yeah, I like
Literally.
the English muffins have that. Is it cornmeal? You know, they're like the dusting of whatever's on there.
Oh, see, I hate that part.
What?
Yeah, man, it scrapes the roof of your mouth.
Weak roof game.
It's like eating Captain Crunch and not coming away with like bloody gums.
Just got weak gums, bro. Need that to detoxify.
Got a really sensitive mouth, it sounds like.
Need that crust detoxify.
Oh man.
Weak
Oh,
roof game.
Had him mid-drink yell, just spit all over everything. I just saw that.
Oh man.
Super bloody gums.
Bloody,
Kick me.
Bloody Gums is my rap name.
Someone
my
get
God.
Super a mouth guard. Super's eating
Oh,
Captain Crunch with a mouth guard.
Come on, you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Captain
You know, like
Crunch. No, if
like
you
Little
no,
Caesars. It's a
stop it.
classic corn. What did I call it? Cornmeal.
Cornmeal. Yeah.
Yeah, and that Little Caesars. Oh, it's so good.
Still, no, Domino's does that.
Oh wait, yeah, is it Domino's?
Yeah, it's
It had
Domino's.
that little crunch.
Yeah. Crunch. You know how to add crunch? Just cook it a little bit more. Don't put gum scraping material. Not gums, the roof of your mouth. I'm talking about the roof of your mouth.
If I ever get Domino's, I always get it well done.
Domino's makes me want to hurl.
What?
Every time I have Domino's, I get incredibly sick.
Me too, but I just push through it.
You know what? It could be the cornmeal. It could be the cornmeal. I don't know, but
Just buck up, man. Jeez.
Super is just sick with bloody gums.
just puke and blood.
Just have a hard time with eating, huh?
Dude, I'm
General?
allergic to so much stuff. It is annoying.
Brutal.
It's
Timmy.
Although I'm starting to wonder if Mr. Dickens there might just be like a 90-year-old man just off some of his food choices. Like, can you just, by chance, rattle off your favorite
is-
3 cereals?
He's actually punched it.
Because I feel like it might be Raisin Bran, mixed wheats, and like cornflakes or something.
Eating crumpets, drinking chamomile tea.
Oh man, it's not even Raisin Bran. He
Cinnamon Toast
can't
Crunch
handle-
with warm milk before bed.
Like, are you flight simming from a retirement community right now? Is everyone asleep around you?
That's why it's always so quiet, man.
Everybody's playing bridge.
Oh man. Jer can't handle the sweetness of Raisin Bran, so he just gets bran cereal. Just,
Get my gum.
it's just bran. And it's off-brand as well, so it's literally just orange and says bran on it.
Actually, punch Dickens.
Jer, how much Metamucil do you have on a daily basis?
One little cracker of Metamucil will get your stomach just right.
Yeah?
Crack it in there, you get that apple crumbler flavor. Crumble.
And what's your Ovaltine intake on a daily basis?
I don't do Ovaltine so much.
So much.
As I just-
So a little? Just a little
As I
bit?
just don't, don't just warm milk.
Ugh.
Like, what was it like when you had to sit around the radio and listen to the shows and stuff while they narrated them to you?
Familiar relations, man.
What was the first
So
one
much better
landing
back
like?
then. Just in the first time I saw color.
Orville and Wilbur Wright, were you there?
We flew together.
Oh man.
Orville Redenbacher.
I do like a good Earl Grey lost juice, I'll say that. Earl Grey tea is quite tasty.
Earl Grey was the first tea I ever had, and I drank
Same.
it in 1929.
Way back in that day, it was Earl Blonde. Oh man, sorry.
Now it's Earl Bald.
Seems like the type of guy to have oatmeal raisin cookies with a shot of apple cider vinegar to strengthen the immune system.
Dude, I do drink apple. I haven't in a while. I used to just take a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning. Back in 1940.
Oh man, did you have you ever taken those goalie gummies or whatever they're called?
Holy
That-
gummies.
The apple cider vinegar gummies that are like the biggest craze right now.
What?
No.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it's
know much.
instead of doing
Talking about drugs? Or
no goalie gummies. Come on, people have to know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Goalie gummies.
Yeah, GOLI. It's your daily intake of apple cider vinegar, but in like a candy.
You could never handle apple cider vinegar with your weak gums.
You'd end up in critical care unit somewhere.
They just flake off.
Jared, they're saying your passport photo is in Discord?
Jared's passport photo is in Discord.
Uh-oh.
Jared's passport photo is actually it's actually just a drawing because they didn't have cameras back then.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just a handsome fellow.
Picture of that guy, and man, I hope I look as good as that guy at that age.
Right? He's a handsome fella. That is me.
He's got quite the smile.
Oh, that's just an extra little game we got going on.
He also kind of has eyes that scream like "Save me."
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
he's being
god!
held against the well.
Yeah. He's looking at the camera like, "This is the 400th picture today. Let me go." Merlin just put up an incredible picture of Icy Mittens in the Discord. Oh man.
Yes. Oh, I didn't put two and two together. That's exactly who Ice Mittens is.
Does Jer ever have to worry about his life alert going off? Oh man. Anonymous coming in with the resub. What's going on, man? Long time no see, he says. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for being the legend that you are. Appreciate it. It has been a long time. Where you been? Where have you been? I forgot I haven't put on my noise gate and stuff too, so that may have just clipped. Oh well. Oh well.
That sounds good.
Are we there yet?
What are you doing on your phone? No, not you.
Taking a picture.
I was taking a picture of all my friends.
Oh boy.
Work. Yeah, I hear you, not a monk. It definitely hasn't stopped for me either. It's only gotten busier. We're about to head into our downtime though. Aus Flight Simmer, what is going on? Thank you so much for the follow. If you want to join in, come and join in. We are, where are we? We are 30 miles away from our next airport where we're going to, this isn't Dag, right? We're 2 stops
No.
away from Dag? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, if you want to come and fly with us, by all means. By all means.
Oh, it's
Not a
nice to see
monk?
Aus Flight Simmer. He's got a great YouTube channel. Throw him a follow if you get a chance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he puts out lots of good stuff.
Sweet. Aus Flight Simmer, if you want, man, throw a link to your YouTube in the chat. Get some traffic. Get some traffic. But Aus Flight Simmer, welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. I don't think I said it. I
Did
don't
he
think
just-
I said it.
Did he just join our channel? That's funny. I watch him all the time.
He just followed us on the Twitch there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love his work.
Well, there you go. Why do you guys keep knocking me off the screen? Well, Flight Simmer, if you're still around, you get some love in the chat.
I catch him when I can, but he's in Australia, so he streams at like 5 a.m. for me, which is probably when Jerry is eating dinner.
That's breakfast, man. I'm in bed by 2 p.m. I gotta wake up.
Working on a vid at the moment? Yeah, no doubt. You put out content all the time.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for lurking. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. If you want, throw your YouTube in the chat. Just in case anybody's not already subscribed. Get in there, subscribe.
And join in on the flight.
Jared, what's your favorite blended dinner?
Cream corn, man.
Oh, no.
Don't even need to blend it.
Oh, my God.
Straight out of the can. Easy on my gums. You'd like it. Super.
No, it's
Comes
disgusting.
out the same texture as it goes in.
Oh, man.
Oh.
There we go, guys. If you're not already following Aus Flight Simmer on YouTube, there's the link. Go and show him some love.
Yeah, it's got lots of good content. There's lots of live streaming too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was great content, especially leading up to the release. I was following it quite diligently. Yeah, lots of good stuff.
You kept sending me like, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this? I can't wait for this to come out." What's the baby food of choice? I eat adult food. It's usually good for my gums. Look, all right? My gums don't bleed. when
Show
I
your
eat.
gums. Prove it.
That should be like something they can use their stole points for. Is like Maddie has to eat one of those things on stream. Just tears coming down
Again,
his
cream
face.
corn,
No.
cold cream corn. There you go.
Come on, you guys have to know what I'm talking about, right? Like, there's certain foods just rip apart the roof of your mouth. You have to know what I'm talking about.
Salt and vinegar chips.
Like
Yes.
you're just not chewing? Are you just like throwing it in your mouth trying to swallow them?
No,
Yeah.
I'm chewing. I think chewing the food is what's causing the problem because it's moving around in there instead of just like, throwing her down. Salt and vinegar chips is definitely one, and yet I can't not have them.
Hey, Aus Flight Simmer, I didn't know that you had a Discord channel. I definitely need the link to that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, up on his YouTube page. There is a link. Oh, no, that's Twitch. I'm a dummy.
Thank you so much, Aus Flight Simmer, for throwing that up in your Discord. Appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of a long stretch over the Africa.
SJ Fly, you take that back. You take it back right now.
Oh, you just happen to have the right brand. They can taste amazing.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite salt and vinegar?
Oh, my favorite brand?
Yeah.
I
Rob,
used
come
to-
on, Burgundy. All right, talk to me while you shut your engine down.
All right, we got some interesting stuff to do here. Here we go.
Dead stick, boys. Dead stick. First one of the night.
I used to like the covered bridge ones, but I find that their flavors have changed recently, and they're just tasting weird.
Covered
I'm
bridge.
in so much trouble.
I literally timed this where I got out of the forest of trees.
Yeah, you suck.
And
I'm
then fall-
hoping I can float far enough to where Gorilla is
All-
right now.
All of you stragglers are paying the price.
Yeah.
Everyone
yous.
that burned their fuel is in a good
have-
place.
I have no speed. I gotta nose down. The Renin one. They're none. They're non one. They're no one. I don't know. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in. And Revar Gwerd. Man, I am terrible at this. Revar Gwerd, thank you so much for the follow, guys. Welcome to the Legends Ground crew. You came in right at the right time because I'm about to crash by doing the Renon one. The Renon one. Okay, cool. I appreciate the clearing that up for me. Yeah, you came in at a good time because I'm about to crash on this dead stick that I was just forced to do.
Lost Juice just dragged his face along the ground right behind me.
There is nowhere for me to
There's a
land.
trail.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, can I make it?
Can I turn around? I'm not gonna make it in front of me.
Resist the urge.
Hodge, you are the
You
worst.
are so screwed.
Hodge, you are the worst. I have nowhere to go. I'm not gonna make it. I gotta turn around. Is that water? Is that water or just a nice green patch of land? I'm going for it.
We're down.
It's land. It's land.
Oh. It was hard, but I am down.
Just do a 360 no scope land. Yep.
Let's see how good your stole landings are here, Super.
This is gonna be so bad. This is so bad. Oh no. I don't even know if this is like landable terrain. That's small that's water? No,
It's
it's
all
not.
about energy management, man.
I'm going way too fast. Nose up. Oh, this is so bad. No.
Where are you trying to get to?
He's trying to get to literally anywhere.
Stop it. I don't think this is land. I'm going to
He's like
fall out of the sky. I'm going to fall.
seconds from stalling right now.
I'm in the trees.
Airspeed is not alive.
Airspeed is dead. Airspeed dead. He's gonna come in very heavy right here.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
No.
Save it. Save
Boom.
it. Save it.
Oh, dude, did you seriously?
Okay, now
Very
get out of it. Now get out of there.
All right, guys. So that's it for the stream tonight.
It's not gonna get any better than that.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. Well done.
Lost Juice, thank you so much for the bits there. That's amazing. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. How do I get out? Oh, I've got room. I think I've got room. I just need to be able to turn around without crashing. I've got room. I've got room. All right. Well, I mean, I definitely
your
went
heart rate?
through. Oh, it's up. It is. It is alive and well.
Just look for a clear path. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely went through some trees kind of on the back end there as I was
Don't
coming
panic.
down, but I think I've got lots of room.
I think beside you to the left there was a path.
Yeah.
Wasn't there out of there?
Yeah, I think I've got enough space over here. Assuming it's mostly flat. Yeah, the neon green grass. People are going to come in and be like, oh, where is this guy? Africa. I'm in the desert. Oh, there's a happy little tree right in front of me. Well, let's hope that
There you
this
go.
land is usable. I don't know.
Look at that luscious grass.
Don't stall. Don't stall. Come on. Yes.
Oof.
It wasn't pretty, but we out.
Well done, Super.
Hutch, you're
I
the
got
worst.
So lucky there was this like trail. I don't know if it was like a game trail or what, and it was just wide enough for the airplane.
Beauty. Oh my god.
Everyone was just getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Big Ben donated $1. We get $1 and says you get $1 for that. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to climb back to 4,000 feet right now. level off at 2,000 here, boys. There we go.
Did we have any casualties from that? Everybody okay?
Yeah, did everyone make it?
Look like it. I mean, a couple people might have had damage off if you look at the screenshots section.
Maple 6, you actually have a sandstorm. How did you do that?
Somebody's telling us that SoFly, S-O-Fly, has it. Let's see if I can find the link.
Bet Rider was... Sorry, guys, I missed the chat on that dead stick because I was panicking. SoFly Weather Preset Pro. Cost money.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a preset for Sandstorm.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, man. That was water in the next part of the same field. Okay, well, I'm glad I missed that.
Fuel imbalance.
Lost Juice didn't make it. He had his parking brake on. Hutch, I think that's probably why he was nosed over behind you.
Well, that'll do it.
If anybody needs it, I'll pop in a new flight plan.
What are
984 it looks like now. Also, looks like we have a pretty significant elevation increase coming up.
Yep. Elevation for the next stop here is 330 feet.
Yeah, and it should be at the base of the hills. I don't think we'll have to climb up for it.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Is this fuel stop or no?
No.
Oh boy.
We've got another 45, 55, 65, 70 miles or so.
So we
Yeah.
got a dirt runway, and it's 11 and 29.
It's got 15 gallons left.
Probably 11, looks like.
There's the info up on the screen for you guys.
Woohoo!
I'll leave that up for a minute so everyone can see what we're up against. Gonna get some water.
How much fuel do you get left touch per tank?
10.5 in the left and just under 8 in the right.
Okay.
We gonna make it?
I know I will.
I've got 8.74 in the left and 7.83 in the right. How much further were you? I've got 8. Well, it's on screen. You can see it on the screen there.
Oh, it's in behind.
Yeah, it's left and right
So
is
that's
the top
like,
just over
you have
16
an-
gallons.
yeah, you should have half hour reserve. So, yeah, you'll have just enough. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
It wouldn't go much further though.
I'll lean out maybe a little bit more. Slow down a bit. I'll go to 9. Gorilla's at 984 and 735, so he should be good too then. All right, guys. Hopefully you got all the info that you need. Should we do a giveaway tonight? I feel like it's been a while
Sure.
since we've done a giveaway.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys want
Alright.
to do cup crafters?
Yeah, we haven't done a Cub Crafters in a while.
How about a hat?
Yes.
Those are the best. It's a good one.
You
Oh,
bet.
flaps are up. Flaps are up. Pigpen had flaps down. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, that's a cool emote. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm the winner and I need the hat tonight. I feel like...
We
I feel-
regrouping here or touch and go?
Oh, right. We're going to an...
Up to you guys. Do we have? I don't know if I'm the last one in the line. Oh no, there's a few. Oh, Super, you're behind me.
Yes, I am. Kinda-
Yeah, we should probably stop and regroup for just a minute. Won't take everybody too long to get there.
Raja.
Fafford 01. Fafford. Faff HRD 01. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciates it. Welcome to the Legends Ground crew. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get off to the left here a bit.
How do we not have the "That's what I appreciates about you"? That's our follower thing.
Ooh. You know what? We might actually run into...
Copyright.
Nonsense. I see people post airplane.
No, we should be able to get
clips
over it.
all day long.
Yeah, should be able... I think because they're in GIF form,
GIF?
it wouldn't be too bad. We could probably get away with it.
Yeah, you want to try that again there, bud?
GIF.
Gift.
Negative.
We've had
All
this
around?
conversation. We've had this conversation.
I don't
Not
care.
having it
It's
again.
wrong.
We're not having it again. I am right.
Why are we talking about peanut butter?
Yeah. We're talking about animated images.
Yeah, GIF.
No,
Genius.
that's-
It's GIF. The guy who created them says it's GIF.
He's wrong.
The guy who started it all says it's GIF. Is there actually a runway over there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
Dirt strip.
Oh, Pigpen. That was in Discord. I need a little bit more speed to get here, I think. No, I'm doing all right. Let's get a flap down.
500.
Lost goose.
How are we, Hutch? Getting a little slow pass by.
Good and you?
Not too bad.
Look at this crew over here.
Am I the last one in?
Yeah, bud. Oh yeah.
Well, heckin', eh?
Punch out of here.
Let's go.
It's punching and running.
Onward.
Well, at least he waited until my wheels were almost down.
So yeah.
What's up, Cabin Fever? Got you there. Back on course. Back on course.
Off we go.
SJ Fly, thank you so much for dropping in as always. Take care.
Thanks for the burns, SJ. It was fun.
And for the older of the group, bye, Jer.
One last parting shot.
All right, let's save some fuel here, boys.
All right, let's see.
I got a jet going by me here. Where is it?
Let's say 74-ish miles. Oh yeah, I've got lots of fuel.
Oh. Cool.
E's going down.
Dag Dag. Oh, Xbox for Ada.
The Airbus was bouncing off the
Yeah.
nose first.
Oh, we got the only bird up there. Oh, Xbox for Ada is back in the air. And going down real hard. Going nose down. Oversped. Oh, nope, there. Jumping all over the place. What is happening? Is this a slew going wrong, or pull up? Oh, I think pull up. Yeah.
It's a 7-4.
Turn those engines on. Holy cow, guys! I'm not gonna make it. Nice. J Dog, what's going on? Good to see you. Look at this beautiful group of flight simmers, huh? Carbon, low and slow. But you are just right on course with me, eh?
I was just about to request rear entrance.
We got a 7-4 coming in, about to flip over, pulling the flight. Going down.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh, bang.
Don't worry, none of them felt anything.
I should maybe make sure I'm clear of this. I should be just clear. Should be just clear, Hutch.
I
1400.
trust you.
I'm gonna go up to. Oh, you did go through me.
Roger.
But
Went up to 15. All right, what am I missing? Landing at waypoint 1? No. I think we'll just make our way all the way over to Dag Dag.
That's gracious.
This 7-4 is just like.
that was a nice barrel roll.
That was pretty good.
And he saved it, no
Yeah.
less.
Ooh, I'm getting some turbies.
Oh, Merlin, did you really just land right there? Did you get that, Matty?
Where? What? Where is he?
Oh, you looked right at, he came on your window right when you looked away from your left.
You what?
He's
Oh,
back
yeah.
on that mountain behind you.
Yeah, I see that. Well, darn. We got someone flying with us named Going Commando. Well, at least I'm not the only one.
It's a red.
Alrighty then.
I will say the shadows in this game are awesome. Like the shadow of the 7.4 right there is just
Right.
so cool. Oh, did you see that jet stream? Xbox for Ada is playing Grand Theft Auto, apparently. How about already Commando? Save it. Save it. Oh, that was a good bounce. Oh, no. Over. Colton AV Geek. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Get back into the cockpit here. And USA PR1, USAPRI USA PR1. Thank you so much for the follow. Colton AV Geek. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew, guys. Really appreciate that. I need to change this away. Oh, that's the wrong keyboard. Am I going to clear this? Yeah, I am.
There's apparently a pharmacy over this way.
I thought that too. But if you zoom in, it's...
Oh, Jared can refill his
no.
meds.
Jared's got to get himself some Depends for these long flights.
You got your little Monday through Sunday meds holder.
Yeah, oh yeah. Day, night. Mid-afternoon.
Jared's med holder is actually a toolbox that he just labeled
My own label maker.
with his own label maker.
That on Wednesday afternoon, labeling things. There's Punch again.
Cabin Fever, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Appreciate you stopping in.
What are we doing here? 6 gallons on the left, 8 on the right.
Kev,
Kev.
have a good one.
Yep, Kev, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you in the Discord and then again on Thursday.
See you, Kev.
See you, man.
Hi, Kev.
So, those of you who joined the ATC, did you guys have a good time?
That was awesome.
Good. The weather really tanked.
Goodness gracious, that approach.
Hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was not on the ATIS.
No,
It got a
Yeah,
little dicey.
I started recording a new one, but because I was in Discord, it wouldn't let me use my microphone because it was already using. Anyway, I was like, forget it. It's lost cause.
It's not going to
They'll
change
figure
that
it
much
out.
in an hour.
D Bent Jr., thank you so much for the follow. You were in here flying around in a jet or something earlier, but thank you so much for jumping into the stream and popping a follow. Appreciates it. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew to you, sir.
I enjoy how you sound things out super, just like kind of slowly trying to figure out what you're about to say.
Hey, man. That's how we got to teach the kids, right? Like it's in full. My nephew's going through that right now. He's 4. No. 5, 6.
But you're also
I don't
thinking,
know.
I hope they don't say something offensive.
Well, yeah, it's happened once already, so. Hadn't realized the weather was that bad on Saturday until the go-around started happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then poor Maple was stuck getting iced up. He was in icing for like 20 plus minutes, and then his plane just said, "See ya, I'm gonna crash now."
Poor Merlin's got guys coming back on center frequency. I need vectors back to the ILS. What?
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I really like doing those ATC events. We should definitely do them more. Saturday in the middle of the day might be tough to get more folks out. So I'm wondering if like
agreeing with that.
yeah, I wonder if like another weeknight would make sense. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever, generally.
I mean, it's tough because Merlin doing Control at like 3 in the morning might not be a lot of fun.
No.
Maybe a Friday night? That's not a bad idea. We'd have to get, I mean, it really would be up to some of the folks who are in other parts of the world where it would be the middle of the night. But it is a bit shorter of an event. So starting on a Friday night, Friday night is pizza and movie night with the family. Can't do Friday night. But even if we started earlier in the evening, no, maybe we should just throw up a poll in Discord for anybody that would be interested. Yeah, a little survey. Anybody that would be interested. What's the ideal time? You know? Try and go that route.
Triangle go that route?
Try and go that route. Yeah, doing it on a Wednesday wouldn't be bad. It would just be a start time issue, that's all. A Bermuda Triangle route? Hutch, what's your altitude there?
Who, me?
Hutch, sorry.
1,400 feet.
1,400. And you're just grazing the top of all those, eh?
Just barely.
Okay.
29er 82 barrel. Stand by, I'm gonna get out of the mountains.
Don't do it, Icy.
I fear suspicious activity is
Yeah,
on
I'm
the rise.
Autopilot off, heading right.
Away from me.
Yeah, quick ban. Ban him. Or time him out, that's good too. Let me get out of the mountains and the trees here.
Going direct to Gact.
That was a cool cliff down there. That's neat.
Mr. Mustard, what's going on? Attack Icy Mittens, I love it. Yeah, I don't know what to believe now, Icy. I'm going to hit nav again, and then you're just going to wait for me to get back on track, and then drop that dead stick as soon as I'm in a forested area. I know what your plan is. I can feel it. 29er82. Well, now I don't know what to believe, Icy. You know what? Going back on autopilot, climb into 13,000.
13.5, Roger. I don't think I have enough fuel to get up there, first of all.
Yeah, right? I should actually be careful. You say for now. How are we for fuel here? I gotta swap.
Doing all right.
I'm just gonna swap.
How much unusable in each tank?
Gallon and a half.
So I got 9 cows.
Fuel stop, Kilo Delta or 1 Alpha?
Dag Dag.
Say again?
Dag Dag.
Kilo
wasn't-
Delta.
Kilo Delta.
That wasn't one of the options, Jared.
Craft dinner.
Hey, we got a VOR, 116.7. Carbon, is there anywhere a way you can tune a frequency just to have as like guidance without actually following it? It's like a DME or anything. Trying to think of
Remember,
visual
use it.
indicator.
Nav radios if you click audio.
Say again.
But
Click
can you
audio.
Can you get into tuning?
There are nav radios that you can turn off or on. Nav 1 and Nav 2.
Audio. Oh, audio. Radios. Nav radio. Com radio. How do I actually tune it?
I have the radio stack, so I could probably do it.
Try it.
Do you have one nearby?
117. No, 116.7.
116.7.
That's the VOR at Dag Dag. Kilo Delta.
Kilo Alpha Yankee, 35.4 miles out.
There you go. That'll
Yep.
be it. That's cool.
You gotta get me one of those.
Not
Yeah.
sure if that would actually work in the actual xCub, but
Oh yeah, it should.
Jared's a big DME guy now. He's been doing a lot of visual approaches. It's all about those DMEs.
Heavy on the DME.
Sorry, guys, I just got up and did a little stretch.
Get yourself a crumpet. Maybe a tea, perhaps.
I just went and got some ketchup chips.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I didn't, but I had some last night, and they're amazing. They're my favorite chip. My favorite.
Talking to a lot of non-Canucks. Don't know what you're talking about. This
We've
ketchup
talked about
chip.
chips before. What's your favorite brand? Not necessarily flavor. Favorite brand.
I like how you had to slow down right there.
I think we've talked about this.
Make sure you
Muncho.
got that out.
No, Jer.
Sorry. Do you remember Munchos?
Right now, you have any brand and flavor of chip. What is it that you're reaching
Okay.
for?
All right, all right.
Cape Cod kettle chips, delicious.
Probably all dressed.
Ooh.
from-
What brand?
I think
Excellent. Doritos Cooler Ranch, a staple.
Doritos Cool Ranch. Is that what you said, Hutch?
Doritos, and then a Cooler Ranch. I don't remember what they call them.
Cool Ranch. Yep.
Pizza combos.
Pizza combos. So Jer went from 85 to 12. Carbon, you said, what'd you say? All dressed?
all dressed. Yeah, it's tough because I'd like the covered bridge chips, but I think the ones that I get that are all dressed are actually just like a local grocery store brand.
Really? Not like
Yeah.
Ruffles?
No, just grocery store brand. They're good.
Interesting.
I'm a big fan of jalapeno Miss Vicky's.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, those are good.
Yeah, the kettle chips, kettle style.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I do with
covered
those,
bridge
Jer?
are-
Yeah, I think I've had covered bridge carbon. I like those a lot. What do you do, Matt?
I don't know if I've had Covered Bridge. There's a place, St. Jacobs, and now I can't think of it. When we went on our mini moon to the Elora Mill, they had this local chip maker, and I can't think of the name right now. They're the best chips I've ever had in my life. But with those Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips, what I like doing with those, and this is me as a pure child is making a sandwich and putting those in the middle.
Oh yeah. Just
Have
a
you ever?
crunch?
Oh, the
crunch?
crunch. The crunch with the
Crunch.
jalapeno flavor.
crunch.
Oh, the crunch. Jerry, you want crunch? Throw some chips in your sandwich.
Oh, I'm a carb lover, man. That'd be. Yeah.
Dude, it's life-changing. Life-changing.
Maybe some scalloped potatoes in there too.
Oh, God.
Crisped up in the oven, nice and crunchy. Cheese
Scalloped potatoes. Good Lord.
between the bread and some crunchy chips.
Yeah, green smoke, right? Can't make a Sammy without chips on it. I'm telling you. The little bit of flavor that you want, plus the crunch. What crunch?
The crunch, bro.
The crotch.
I'll put a little chips in my tuner to get a little crunch too.
Tuna. In tuna? No.
Tuner.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Oh, yeah.
the chips are just gonna get soggy.
No, dude. A little mustard, a little onion, some chopped fine pickles, and some crunchy chips. Add that crunch.
Green smoke with a name like that, I'm not surprised you put chips on your sandwich. I love it. Love it. Pigpen, it's worth it. The bloody gums after some chips on the sandwich, worth it every time. Every time. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna make a sandwich and put some chips on it tomorrow. That's what I'm doing.
Super bloody gums kick me.
Oh yeah, it gives heartburn right away. Instant indigestion. Instant. Worth it. The crotch you get out of it is so good.
What?
The crunch, I said.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No, well, what did you think I said?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Chamomile and crumpets, Big Pen. Just chewing on chamomile.
I feel like that's not accurate.
No, chamomile tea. The crumpet's long gone. Put a few slices of nanner on that crumpet and peanut butter.
Oh man, peanut butter banana sandwich. Ooh,
Not a
baby.
lot of people do that. Liz is disgusted by that.
Oh, it's so good.
That was my pops again. Taught me that one.
Peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if you
Pork
do
beans.
do it on
That's all I
toast.
think.
Gagging so.
Do you want to hear a weird one? When I was in high school, a good friend of mine brought in a sandwich one day, and I was like, "What are you eating?" He said, "Peanut butter and pickle."
Oh,
I'm like, "What?"
All right,
Butter and pickle?
Maddie, just turn
And I'm
the
like,
stream
"Okay, I gotta try this." So he hands me a piece of it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's actually good."
no, you're a liar. There's no
No,
way.
I am
off.
so
Just
serious.
turn the stream off right
Yeah,
now.
we're done. We're done.
Good man.
We've
Yeah,
come to that
it
part
is
of the night.
probably the weirdest sandwich ever, but it was actually all right.
No, peanut butter and pickle?
Yeah.
No.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Oh, that sounds.
You've been
I
alive
know,
10 years
I know.
ago. You've heard that.
I know it sounds
Well,
awful.
Outlaw saying banana. See, we bought some. We only buy Nutella like once a year, and I have some left over from Christmas. I've been snacking on it lately. But peanut butter, Nutella, and banana?
No, I read that too, and I was like, this is too much. I can't
Sounds
do that.
insane. How can you spread on spread?
Horrible
I'm not a
texture
spread on
happening
spread.
right there.
Somebody's asked add the marshmallows to there, spicy.
I like
Although, you know what,
s'mores.
peanut butter, bread, banana, Nutella. That's
Oh,
somebody
fuck
that's got a
butter.
That's somebody that's got a delicate mouth. There's a lot of softness happening there.
It's just making the inside of my mouth. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. It's gonna lead to. Never mind.
Permanent Twitch fans.
Yeah.
Look at this water.
Green smoke. Okay. Green smoke says, when making toast, you gotta put both pieces of bread in one slot so it only toasts on one side. Has
that's
anyone
good.
ever done that?
Say it again.
No.
You put
Say
two
slower.
pieces. You put 2 pieces of toast. Do you want me to go deeper? You put 2 pieces of toast in one slot of the toaster, so that you only toast one side of each slice of bread.
My slot's not big enough.
All of my bread comes out of the freezer, so that wouldn't work well.
Hey.
My slot is way too thin to get 2 slices. I like the Texas
no.
toast. Thicky.
You get the Texas toast, Jared?
Yeah. Shipped up from Texas.
Nope. Green Smoke, my toaster is super fancy and has a bagel button on it.
Bagel?
Bagel.
What is a bagel?
A bagel.
Oh, a bagel.
So it actually only toasts one side. A bagel.
Is that what the bagel function does?
I got a
Oh, I
gaggle of
didn't realize
bagels.
that.
I had no idea. I just thought it would like put it in a little longer or something.
Come
because
on.
it's not thick.
You've got to be kidding me. You've
No,
got to
is that
be
what
kidding
the
me.
Is that what the bagel size is?
Yeah, I thought
You're-
it was like toasted longer. Seriously, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that's what.
Can you, Maddie, can you explain this new technology to Jared?
I think I
can't-
even have a bagel. Liz,
You
do we have
gotta
a
be-
bagel button on our toaster?
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding
What?
me.
No. Bagel. Bagel.
Bagel.
I don't have a bagel function.
Okay.
I love that was just off to the side. What the hell are you saying?
You can hear her in the background. Bagel. Yes, if you have a toaster and there's a little bagel button on it, and you only want to toast one side of your bread, that's the button to push.
So what's the idea behind that?
With a bagel, you want to toast the breaded
I like
inside.
the underside toasted.
Why? Then it just burns. It's crust.
Burns your soft little mouth.
And especially if you get an everything bagel, is that what it's called? Where it has all the seeds and stuff on it?
I like that stuff
That
toasted.
stuff just burns.
Burns.
Just shreds your mouth.
Well, then it shreds my mouth. Yeah.
Like tiny little serrated knives, all the
Yeah, man.
sesame seeds.
If those get
Was
too
this
hot,
a
they
golf
get real
course?
sharp.
By the way,
Is there a
I
golf
think
course?
it's a golf course off my right wing here.
There's definitely greenery.
Well, it kind of looks like one, doesn't it? Whoa, who is on top of me?
That's
up,
what.
Big Ben?
No, I can't. That's what she said.
I don't think it is.
Streaks of green. I think I see some sand traps. Though.
I see like bunkers and stuff. Yeah, you get down there.
What?
I'm not
Sorry.
saying it's a national, but
There's no way.
James Punch, where are you, David?
pull it up on little nav map. See if it is.
Yeah, I got it up here. I'm not seeing it.
No. That would be ridiculous.
No.
Are you telling me someone just Field of Dreams the golf course out here?
If you build it, it's too hot. Don't build it.
Yeah,
This looks like another one on my left side.
Feet.
I'm just looking at chat. Everyone's bageling. Bagel.
Is Bagaloo here today?
I saw a bagaloo earlier. I don't know if he's here now.
Bagaloo or Bagel?
You just said the same thing twice.
Yeah, I honestly never knew what the bagel function does.
I refuse to believe that.
So wait, when you go to like Timmy's, you know, for us Canucks, and you
Yeah.
get a bagel, is it only toasted on one side?
Yes.
What?
Yes. They.
This is honestly blowing my mind. When I'll buy a 6-pack of bagels, I'll just throw it in the toaster and toast it. Tastes the same.
The outside of the bagel stays softer, so it's easier to chew. So you still get
You're having a
you
hard
still
time
get-
chewing a
you
toasted
still get-
bagel?
you still get the crotch of the inside,
Cronch. Yeah.
and then you get the softness on the outside. It's a double whammy. I mean, you can toast both sides. Like, no one's saying don't do it, but
I'm intrigued though.
Apparently,
I
the
mean,
toaster
I will
people
say
are
it
saying
if
don't
no one
do
else
it.
will.
I'm getting low fuel enunciators.
Is that Dag Dag right in front of me there? Or in front of us, I suppose?
I think so. Yeah, filled inside.
Yeah, nice.
Going
Guys.
straight in too. This is gorgeous.
Oh,
Just-
just low fuel left.
It's a nice tailwind.
Yeah. It's not a heavy
What other
one, but
newfound technology can we make Jer aware of?
Jared, have you ever heard of a cellular telephone?
Cellular telephone now.
No? You should check that out. It's cool. You
I
can
have
make
a Nokia
telephone
flip.
calls. You have a Nokia flip phone?
Mm-hmm.
That Nokia 3100 was the best phone ever made. Functionality-wise, meh. But all you really needed was Snake.
I love Snake, man. I'd wrap myself around so many times.
It
So
is
strong.
Sanada.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm just gonna let that one die.
Butterbuster.
I feel like our streams are getting dirtier the longer we go.
Nah.
From the internet, therefore true. Bagel function. Another unique function boasted by a select few models of toasters is the bagel function. By using the bagel function, you can crisp the half-cut bagel from the inside while gently toasting it on the outside.
This is insane.
This function is especially useful if you want to toast one side of the bread more than the other. Bagel function is most suitable for toasting thick sliced breads or crumpets.
Ah, piss.
So there you go, Jer.
Crumpets.
You need a new toaster with the bagel function for your
Carbon, you never did
crumpets
this, right?
and your
No,
Texas
I haven't.
toast.
I
I
knew
know
the
in this
bagel
we-
function, but I didn't understand that it would like
Right?
do one
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I just
Super,
thought it was
start a toaster hype train donation
Right.
thing.
we literally just
bagel
got a new
toaster.
toaster like a month ago. If I had known this, I would have ensured that we had a bagel function.
Like, did you guys
Is
not?
this similar to the popcorn function in the microwave? Because I figured that just does kind of the same thing too.
Oh my gosh.
What does the popcorn function do? What are all these new technologies?
Jer, what if I told you?
Don't tell me
Oh
it
my
doesn't.
God.
It's got a built-in sensor.
Yes, it
That
does.
it does in fact have a sensor.
Yes.
What is it sensing? The pops?
Yes.
Noise.
When it stops popping, it stops.
Actually,
Yes.
Actually.
No,
I
I
technically
don't
have a popcorn function, but I've never used it. I just use my ears.
think- yes, it works the best.
Oh my God.
Look at this perfect runway.
Aging ourselves, I think.
Jared still makes his toast over the open fire in his backyard.
I got kettle corn, man. I just pop it.
Oh,
Just
Building
like
up
one
the
kernel at a time, or what?
Yeah. Then I eat it. And then the next one.
Alright, I don't see a fuel station here. I'm getting a little bit worried.
Well, we got a truck coming in anyway. It doesn't matter.
Roger that.
yeah, carbon.
I'm gonna land very long. This is like a JFK International runway.
It's beautiful.
Flying tuna, did you put the bagel face down so that when you flipped it up, it was toasted on the inside and then still soft on the outside? Nice. That's a great. I've never done that. That's a great idea. Fuel is down the far end, apparently.
And I would suggest taking as much as you can out here because we won't be fueling until the end of day 34.
That was easily
wow.
my softest landing ever.
Now we're gonna taxi with the wheel up. There's a Dreamliner. Taking off.
Excuse me, Eric.
No, no, no.
Alright, cutting across the active.
Super flying like a speed demon.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the end. I didn't want to taxi the whole way.
Yeah, there's Hutch.
Topped her off. Let's get out of here.
There's a marshaller. Is this an international airport?
Lost juice? I don't really know why. It's gotta do with something with the settings, I would think. Because that happens every once in a while where some folks are floating and others aren't.
This is the Bing data thing.
Could be the Bing data, photo gammetry.
Do we have maintenance here? I think Jugular just blew out his landing gear.
Did he live? Jared, where are you going? Come on, man. You're going against traffic.
Cutting you off.
Good lord.
I got my fuel. I'm out of here. 7-8 coming through the trees. This guy's reverse is out full. Everyone clear out for the 7-8.
He's right back, boys.
He's trying to get some sweet Jet A.
God, there's Cubs and Jets all over the place.
There's got some AV gas in that thing.
Oh, what?
100%. All right.
I just had my rudder pedal stuck on my desk. I was like, why can't I straighten this thing out?
All right, y'all. Everybody's got their fuel.
Yep.
Good to go.
All right, folks. Jared's already gone.
Let's do this.
Everybody's like, should we go? Should we go? And Jared's like, I'm 20 miles away. I thought we went.
Punch leads the way.
Carbon, you're going out that way? All right. Jared also went the other way that everybody else went.
I took off for the tailwind. What is this city?
Alright, let me guess. Jared's already left?
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
More than city.
Son of a... Wait, why'd you guys take off to the east?
I followed Carbon.
Oh.
There was we all landed with a tailwind, so we're just taking the headwind.
Roger.
That's all.
There's a couple islands.
There's a really close airport here. I think it's a dirt strip. There's a grass.
Alpha
dirt
1
strip.
Alpha?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Roger.
real close.
Caves.
0725.
Yeah, I think we go for 2-5. Why not?
My flaps, yeah.
$500.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 500.
I watched an interesting small little YouTube video on Betty, the real Betty.
Oh yeah?
The
All
voice for all the Boeing callouts and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, She passed away a few years ago, but she had done like all the voices for it.
Flying tuna hugs, attacks, and then hugs. Is there,
Where's
like-
the strip? By this football
Right
soccer
middle
stadium?
of the buildings.
Oh my god, yeah, there it is.
There's a stadium.
Soccer field there.
It's like a grass strip right in the
Oh
middle.
wait, is this the field?
Yeah, kind of looks like a road right down the middle. Lost Juice is about to land.
What?
This has got to
You
be
sure?
it, right? Yeah, it
Dude,
is.
I don't know.
100.
Yep.
It is a road because there is a vehicle on it.
All right, back on autopilot.
Whoa. Tien and Gian. And back on power.
Splasher 6. Thanks for joining along.
Splasher, awesome. Yeah, thanks. That's wicked. Splasher, we fly every Monday and Thursday, so by all means, feel free to join in anytime. And then watch out for Discord for other events
Stuff.
coming up.
2-9er, 7-9er?
Roger. R and Nike, Nike, R Nike, R and I Key. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in. And you know, as they say, welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Thank you.
You guys
They
may
still
want
are?
to stay low for this next leg.
What does that mean?
Nothing. More
you
fun.
threatening
There's
us?
a road. If you
No.
got a little nav map, you can see a road.
Yep.
The road goes all the way through the hills.
You
Indeed.
follow the road.
Yeah, I think so.
How many more stops do we got? Are we gonna get a low group flight going?
Shoot,
Our
doing that
next
often,
stop
right?
is the finish for the night.
Oh no!
We're just headed out to one waypoint here, which is it's another mine, and then we just head southeast a little bit, and then we're at our destination. And
Oh yeah,
that's
isn't
it.
there a gold mine or something we're supposed to pass?
500.
We'll be staying at a gold mine, and there is a gold mine en route as well. Waypoint 3 is a gold mine.
Ah,
and then,
gotcha.
Yeah, and our destination is gold mine.
Gotcha.
Merlin actually landed on the soccer field back there
Nice.
500.
with room to spare.
Nice.
Turbulence there over that hill.
This road is pretty cool. Windy road.
500.
Jerry, you behind me? No, you took off before everyone.
No, I circled back because I landed on that. So I think I'm behind. I'm left of the path, so I'm following this road. You can see it on the
Gotcha.
little that map.
Yeah, I'm on the road. I'm
Yeah.
on the road. I don't see
Low
you.
and fast.
Man, I wish they would add, or I hope eventually Little Nav Map adds multiplayer onto the map. It'd be great to be able to see you guys on there.
Ah,
Might get a little crowded.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But why don't you take a race?
Oh boy.
Little Tony Montana in there.
There's cars on the road down there. While we're kind of doing this last little bit, I should probably get the giveaway set up.
Surely you can't be serious.
About what?
Don't call me Shirley.
Come on, that was an alley-oop.
And don't call me Shirley.
Custom.
I am serious.
Oh, wrong keyboard. This dual PC thing is difficult.
Get a hang of it, bud.
Thanks, Jer. Appreciate the support. You're a good guy. I don't care what Hutch says.
That Hutch doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm not the one toasting bagels like a madman.
Coasting bagels like it's the 50s.
Bagels.
Bagaloo. Whoa. Almost crashed.
Worth it.
Very low.
It's a bit of a dirt road.
Okay, I think it's set up.
Trafficked for a dirt road.
If you have an ox tank, make sure you're on your left fuel selector, or you will not.
Ah, you are correct, sir. Good call out. D-Benz Jr. flying on through.
That's intense.
Uh-oh. What's going on with the latest followers over there?
Followers over here?
What's going on?
Do, do, do.
Why isn't it working? Huh. What happened?
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what happened here. Whoa.
Outlaw.
Yeah, Outlaw, thank you so much. Gifting a sub. And it goes to Splasher6. Splasher6, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this was your first time in, and there you go. You get gifted a sub. Right on, right on. Thank you so much, Outlaw769. Always a legend. Every stream, just saying like, hey guys, I'm a legend. Did you know that? And then I'm like, yeah, I knew that. You're a legend, Outlaw. Beautiful legend. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. I just, I don't know. Splasher, look at that little Bush League legend logo beside your name. Isn't that fancy? Yeah, throw some fire and some kapows and stuff in the chat for Outlaw. Always coming in with the support. That's amazing. Thank you.
How about a Dorito?
And throw a Dorito in. Okay, there you go. Hope you're hungry. Well, something's happened with the latest follower, so it's just gonna have to be what it is. Unless, am I using... No, this was right. I'm having a conversation with myself.
Yeah, no one else is here. We've all left. We've checked
Because
out.
I'm a crazy person. It got real
Just
quiet.
you.
You know we're getting to the end of the stream in a flight when it gets real quiet. That's so weird. Okay, well that
Too
works.
early, though. How did we cover all that distance? Did I not make this long enough?
We haven't had a lot of dead sticks. It's just been constant flying. That's usually what slows us down to the 4-hour mark. Well, it's just gonna have to be what it is. It ain't working.
Oh,
It ain't
boy.
working. I'll have to go and fix that later.
We'll get it on the next stream then, or
It's just if you're looking at the stream in the top left, I had a scrolling kind of like session followers, everybody who follows through the session.
oh, gotcha.
But it's I don't know, it was working and I just realized it stopped. I have no idea when it stopped. So it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it for next time. I don't like the scroll as much as I like just the static. Just it gets too busy. Ooh. A little bumpy bumpy. Oh, bumpy bumpy. So folks, what we'll do is we're coming to the end here. I don't know how much time we got left, but I'm 2 minutes out from the waypoint, and then it's on to the final destination. Yeah, it's not far. So we'll come to the end as per usual. We'll land, we'll take our screenshots, and while we're doing the screenshots and so on, Scarface, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat there. See you with the stream avatar. We'll get down, and then I'll start the giveaway. I'll try and start it like right away so that it's not taking up too much time. We'll do the giveaway, we'll do the sign-off, and we'll do the raid as per usual. So we'll try and find someone to raid here. But we got some time. We got some time. Especially since if we pick someone now, they'll be offline by the time we actually get to it. Atomic Terror Pig. Just swearing up a storm and getting auto-modded. Wash out that potty mouth. That wasn't me. That was Lost Juice saying that. I feel like every time I look up, Flying Tuna's attacking me in the stream avatars. Piggy is bad. Bad Piggy. Holy Moses. Margarita Monday? That sounds like a fun time. Where are you having the margaritas?
I think we've lost Punch's attention span. He's wandered off.
Oh, he's up. He's on Amazon trying to find a bagel function bagel
It's
toaster.
the dementia. He's
We can't keep them for long, folks.
I love the streams when Jared's like, "Oh man, I've been talking to you guys for 10 minutes and been on mute this whole time."
I do that often. Am I on right now?
Yeah, you're good. He's taking his dentures out.
It takes me a long time.
It's all the polygrip.
The
Okay.
You gotta go easy with that polygrip. Oh, we're only 6 minutes away from Gaki. Gaki.
Yaki. That's a big tree.
Oh. Ouch. This is an early one tonight, eh? It's 10 after 10.
Yeah.
Hutch, you got a full night ahead of you.
Oh yeah, bud. Might
How
get
many-
the 747 back to wherever the heck it's at right now.
I guess. Make some cheddar.
Top shelf cheddar. No, I've been tinkering with the experimental version of the fly-by-wire mod, and it actually has been very delightful
Yeah,
so
tell
far.
us about that.
They got a new printout function, so you can request meteors and other ATIS things, and it will actually print it off in the center pedestal, and you can
Tear it off.
virtually tear it off and put it on the panel right above the throttles. You can actually print off multiple print offs, and it'll let you cycle through them there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, very handy when you're doing things with the McDo.
Yeah, they've completely overhauled the fly-by-wire is completely custom now, right?
Yeah, the autopilot was very well done, it felt like. ILS, the glide slope was good. It was a little off center to the left, but I did land with a bit of a crosswind, so that might have caused it. Yeah, Icy was up very late streaming. I got a notification on my phone at like, figured like 1 a.m. or something.
Yep. I woke up and saw it in the Discord and clicked on it. I think it was like 4 a.m. And I think I just missed him.
Alright, so Gaki. This is the gold mine, right?
Yeah. Straight in 17.
I'm gonna land on the gold mine. Hopefully kick up some gold with these tundies.
The other thing I've been testing there, Punch, is pulling the displays off onto other monitors. It's actually like been almost no frame hit.
Like popping them out and put them on different different screens.
Yep.
Cool.
Have you tried
I
doing
think they
that?
fixed that, right? There were frame hits in the beginning, and then they said they pretty much optimized that, didn't they?
It feels like they did for
More or
sure.
less.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it this whole flight. Stayed
Right.
above 35 frames.
Nice.
I mean, it combines them, so it says it's doing like 70 frames. But
Right.
I even did it with the Neo last night. I had
was okay?
displays all over the place. Yeah, it's totally fine. Until I landed in Chicago and it had to load that airport. And then it was a nightmare.
I do feel like the performance has improved a bit in the fly-by-wire since they redid the code for the avionics to make it a little smoother,
Yeah.
and it's noticeably like I'm getting, I don't know, 4 or 5 frames more, which is quite a bit when you're fairly low normally.
Yeah, Merlin, that printout function is awesome. Gotta give us something if we can't do split FMCs. That drives me so nuts.
Yeah. Oh, I see the beacon.
Oh, what do we got for elevation?
496 feet straight.
400.
Now you definitely sound like you're 90 years old. Jeez.
Punch is getting tired.
How much Punch is dying?
Bunch is struggling. Oh, it looks like an airliner beat me.
What was the runway headings you said, Maddie?
Straight in.
Straight in?
Yeah,
17.
straight in 17.
Roger.
Oh, I got Beep right in front of me. What's up, Beep?
What's up, B?
Beep, beep.
Look at that gold mine over there. Fly me drone over there. Wow. That's an airliner. Caution, there is a building at the threshold of the runway.
Perfect.
Yep, it's like right at the threshold.
Yeah, someone said actually the 747 on runway more of a hazard than the building.
Well, thank you for the heads up.
Wasn't that smooth?
When you land, don't forget to take a jot down of your fuel, remaining
Yep.
fuel.
Guys, if you missed that, make
Alright.
sure that you write down your fuel.
500.
86, 100.
Oh god, 7-4 just showed back up again. Oh yeah, what an interesting spot for that building.
Yep. I think the AI didn't quite get that one.
Or they did, and this is just a terrible spot to land.
I think they're rendering this gold mine as water. Oh yeah.
It's flooded.
It does a beautiful gold color though. Gold.
I love gold. Punch, why are you in the poop livery?
I hit a tree on that last leg.
What?
Now you
Why?
tell us?
You didn't tell us the whole time. I just saw you in the livery.
Yeah, I
No
smashed.
No wonder you're veering away from everyone.
You didn't want anyone to see.
No. Quite embarrassing.
Oh my lord. I don't. Where are we parking here?
Gold.
I lost my yoo-hoo in an unfortunate smelting accident. I miss those movies. I'm gonna have to cue that movie up.
There's a new one
Right.
coming.
No, there's no.
Yep. There's a fourth one. All right. Looks like everybody's getting down. I think that's everybody, is it? Just about. Maybe a few more kind of stragglers coming in. There's Livingstone. Jer, Icy, we're all down here. Josh. I'm gonna shut her down. Actually, let's take a look. Carbon, you're recording your fuel, yeah?
Yeah, I will be. Because we do not have another fuel stop until the last stop on Thursday.
100, 186?
That sounds about right.
Okay, cool.
$194.90. Because I'm a super smart. Lights off. Let's pull this back. Power down. Shut her
I'm a
down.
sucker for you.
Boom. All right, let's get up. Look at all you beauties. Love it. All right, guys. So I'm going to start the giveaway, and then I'm going to find someone for us to raid. Don't forget, if you are to... Literally, Jerry, you were just over there by yourself.
I just finally came back from my drone. Just like, thanks, everyone.
Oh, my God. This guy, I'm telling you.
Thanks for joining me.
This guy.
No lost
Whoa.
chance every single time.
Atomic Terror Pig coming in with the subscription. Dude, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. God, I was doing this a different way now. But welcome to... No, that's not it. Welcome. What is it? We're bush pirates now, right? Welcome to the... What is it again? Because it was the League of Legendary Bush Pilots.
Yeah.
What is it? It's the... What is it? Anybody? Does anybody remember what it is now? Welcome to... Because didn't we
You're on your
change
own,
it?
man.
Welcome to the League of something Bush Pirates. This has gotten out of hand. Atomic Terror Pig, welcome to the League of Legendary Bush Pirates. Bush Pirates. Crunchy Crumpet Bush Pirates. Oh, man. You know what, guys? Flying Outlaw has gifted another sub, and this one's going out to Flying Tuna. Honestly, Outlaw, thank you so much for the continued support. I said it earlier. I said it again. All the support from everybody is super humbling. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to be the legends that you are. All right, guys, we are going to get the giveaway started. So you'll see... it may have been Borat. I don't do a good Borat when I try. Apparently when I don't try, I nail it. Well, I didn't nail it. That's okay.
Very
All right.
nice.
All right, guys, let's make sure this works. So it should come up in the chat. Hey, look at that. So there you go, guys. If you want to enter the giveaway, you must be a follower. You must enter ! Cub Crafters to enter.
Can I do it this time?
Yeah, me too.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean,
now
it's already here. I could just put it on
If you
my
win,
head.
that'll save us on shipping for sure.
And there we go. There's that. There is that. Here, I'm going to do
Well, I'm a
this.
sucker for you.
Perfect. All right, guys. So, yeah, make sure you get entered. Make sure that you can see your name in here. Just as a reminder that if you are a follower, you get 1 ticket to enter. If you are a subscriber, you get 1 extra ticket. That's why you're seeing some folks with 2 and some folks with 1. Awesome. All right. While you guys do that, I'm going to do this. Oh, God. Mute.
And we should mention that I'm sure most people know, but those of you who just joined us, that you'll have to contact myself, Carbon Prop, in the Discord channel with your information so I can get it mailed out.
Correct. And guys, as well, make sure if you were kind of following along and you want to do some more bush flying, you've got Charlie Foxtrot, who basically about 20 minutes ago just started doing this exact same flight. He is doing the West Coast version of the journey with us for us. So if you can't fly with us at the time that we fly, yeah, fly when you got to do it.
He's a great streamer.
Great streamer, tons of knowledge, real life pilot, Flying Tuna, gifting a sub. Dude, thank you so much for the support. You just got one yourself, didn't you? Yeah, you did. You just got one and you're gifting one.
Challenge going on.
What a beast, Flying Tuner.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Green Smoke 279. You just got gifted a sub. We got some emotes coming for the subscribers. So stay tuned for that. As soon as we get approval, we'll definitely make sure that we get it out to you guys. Let's see. Who are we going to... Is there anybody who's doing any sort of GA type flying? Someone we haven't... Cool, cool. Cool. Lots of airliners out there. Lots of airliners out there. We got a minute and a half, guys, left in the giveaway. So if you're not entered, make sure you get entered. Whoa, Carbon! Carbon coming in with the
Whoa.
gifted sub. Look at that guy, huh? Look at that guy. Figure 9. Getting himself... Oh, Green Smoke paying it forward now as well with the gifted smoke. The gifted smoke. that's a different kind of stream. Figure 9, congratulations on getting a sub from Carbon, and Rad Side, awesome name, if that's the way I said it, getting the sub from Green Smoke. Guys, thank you so much for the continued support. 30 seconds left in the giveaway. Guys, you need to be a follower or a subscriber, I guess, to enter the giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, !Cub Crafters, all one word. And do it quickly. Do it quickly.
Meow.
Okay.
Oh, the flags. Yeah, Maple's asking about the flags on the panel. I
Ooh.
just haven't gotten around to doing it, but it will be done eventually. I got a lot of flags to add.
Just Reaper273 has followed. Wait a minute. Aren't you a follower / subscriber already?
I think someone might just be a fan of the theater.
I think Reaper just likes to see his name pop up. All right, guys. So obviously this is done. So here we go. Going commando. Oh, Figure 9, you're going commando in the flight. Nice. Thank you for flying along. All right, guys. I'm going to pick the winner here. Is that big enough? Can you guys see that? You guys can see that, yeah?
Sure.
Drum roll.
All right, guys. Let's pick the winner. Wardoman! Wardoman!
Oh,
You just won yourself... Congrats, Wardoman. You just won yourself a Cub Crafters hat, ball cap, baseball hat, cap, toque, if you will. It's not a toque. But congrats, Wardoman. You are the winner. Make sure you touch base with Carbon in the Discord, because that is how you are going to give him your address, your SIN number, any credit card information that you have, and he'll make sure that you get the hat. Did I nail that, Carbon? Is that right?
yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Some
cool.
of those are optional.
Some of those are optional. I mean, I'll leave it up to you. I'll leave it up to you. All right, guys. So thank you so much for the flight. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for all the support, all the followers, all the subs that came in, the gifted subs. Guys, it's like I said, it's always super humbling. So thank you so much. We've got, like I said, stick around for the raid. Show some love for the community, the Flight Sim community. And if you want to keep flying, go check out Charlie Foxtrot. Other than that, that's it from us. Life's crazy. It continues to be crazy, guys. Continues to be crazy. Always remember to stop and take a look around. And as always, guys, enjoy the journey. Peace.